Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for day 2 of 2 here at the Clinton County Fair in Wilmington, Ohio. Welcome to Ladies' Night.
It's Ladies' Night. It's gonna be all right.
We've got 18 fantastic races, all girls this evening to bring you, and then we're going to round it out with the Signature Series Trot. This evening, the Ohio Trotting Derby. Right now, we're in the shade. We don't have too much to complain about. You came extra prepared this evening.
I did. I brought my little stand-up fan, trying to get it to blow on us all afternoon and early evening. It was pretty brutal yesterday.
And eventually the sun will start to go down, and it's going to creep
right on
in.
us.
Yeah, creep in. But we're starting an hour earlier than expected. You know, originally post time was supposed to be 5 p.m., but we do not have track lights here with 18 races to get through, so we are going to have to just keep on chugging along all night long.
All night long.
Hopefully we'll be wrapped up. We'll see. 9 p.m. Yeah, to say. I'm hoping before 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Last night we started to get a little too close to dark.
Clayton and I were talking before. I'm not sure whether or not they could have had one more race last night. I don't think so. Right?
Not safely.
Right.
Not safely.
Right. It's just getting a little too dark at about 5 to 9.
I agree with that. So yesterday we can recap while we're waiting on just a couple more horses to make their way onto the track for race 1 this evening. We only had one trainer double up yesterday in the 17 race program, and that was Stevie Carter. Had a double. On the driver's side, we had a few. Blurdy Clemens had 2, Austin Hanners 2, Luke Ebersol 2, Jeff Nysonger 2, and Randy Tharps was our leading driver yesterday here with a triple.
Oh, wow. Didn't realize he got his third.
Yes, I guess
so cool.
We weren't paying enough attention.
No.
We weren't keeping tabs on it yesterday. Hopefully I'm going to remind myself to do it this evening. But thanks for joining us. I guess I didn't introduce myself. Maybe some of you know my voice by now.
Who are you?
Ashley Daly, joined by Michael Langer, and we've got Chris on the camera along with Clayton for the kind of the first time. He's still figuring things out. He was with us yesterday as well.
Yes, he was. Yeah, it's going to be a nice afternoon. As you mentioned, 18 races. Includes a Signature Series, 2 Springhaven Ladies races, and all fillies. We have 2-year-old trotters in races 1, 5, and 9, 2-year-old pacers in races 2, 6, 10, and 12. 3-year-old trotters in race 3, 7, 11, and 15, and 3-year-old pacers in races 4, 8, 13, and 16.
Oh, sorry.
A little over $65,000 in total purses going out this afternoon. And we can go up to, is it Brian or is it?
This is Jeremy.
Is it Jeremy? Jeremy Moore with the post parade for this afternoon's first race.
$6. Number 1, Wine Slushy, Tyler Cook. The 2, Buckeye, Charlie Conrad. The 3, MJ's Miracle Mace, gets the services of Jason Beatty. The 5, Flight Decor with Rory Moore. And starting from the second tier, the 6, Dundee's Chance, Mark in the sulky. Horse will be taking 1 score, going right to the gate. We start 5 wide here, 6.
With this group, just because they're young trotting fillies, right?
They sure are.
Not a lot of them have too much experience under their belt, but we are scratched down to a field of 5. However, there will remain a trailer. You can move down, but you cannot move up, and we only score 5 wide here at Wilmington.
Okay, so I do have a question about that.
I probably can't answer it, but I'll try my best.
Well, I know that rules are rules.
Mm-hmm.
But second tier, in theory, in concept, in general discussion, second tier is more challenging.
Yes. Well, you would think.
Right. So if there's a scratch in 1 through 5, why wouldn't they bring a second tier horse up?
I don't know. I'm assuming that's probably Racing Commission rule.
Right.
But I don't, maybe that's passed down. I'm not going to pretend.
Generationally.
I'm not going to pretend like I know the innards of that. I've just always known you can move down, but you cannot move up. And if you've talked to certain trainers, they would actually rather draw the 10 hole than the 9 hole.
Yes.
So it just depends.
No question. Yeah. Yep.
Well, we can go ahead and take a
Yeah.
look at this race. The first division of freshman filly trotters, purse of $5,106. Tyler Cook trains and drives this Volstead filly wine slushy. This is out of Tally Blue Chip, a credit winner mare. Very first lifetime start, but we do have 3 qualifiers actually to go off of. The very first qualifier was at Scioto Downs on June 15th, and to date, technically, that's the best one. We stayed flat that entire mile and did time in 2:03 and 3. Final quarter 29 and 3. The last couple of qualifiers, we've made a break right outside of the gate, so maybe that's just a behavioral, hopefully not a reoccurring thing here today. But she was originally a $6,500 purchase at the Buckeye Classic.
The 2 is Egbuka, Charlie Conrad in the reins for Dalton Walls. Robert Rodriguez owns this one out of her sales. This is a Guardian Angel filly from the Holiday Road mare Malibu Sealster. Has had one start at the Ottawa Fair and had a respectable third place finish, coming home in 30 and 3.
Jason Beatty for Bobby Joe Brewer here in this Long Tom filly. MJ's Miracle Mace out of a Pegasus spur mare. MJ's Peg O' My Heart. Very first lifetime start. We have nothing to go off of
Not
here.
a thing.
And
You just know it was bred in Ohio.
Right, and we must have been a private purchase at some point, bred by Mary Jo Bross, now owned by Michelle Herman and Matthew Kiesler of North Dakota.
The 4 horses scratched. The 5 horses Flight Decor. Rory Moore is in the bike, and he trains and owns as well. This is a fly-on filly from the Angus Hall mare with sprinkles. Also not much to go on here with the first lifetime start.
And that's unfortunately what we're going to say for the 6 horse as well. Starting from the second tier, Chad Clark trains and drives Dundee's Chance. This is a creatine filly out of a Donato Hanover mare, Sneaker Hanover, owned out of Indiana by a handful, just a couple of people, I should say. Very first lifetime start here, but was a $4,500 purchase from the Buckeye Classic.
Indeed.
And perfect timing. It looks like we are moving in behind the gate. I'm sure if you're watching on YouTube, our little chat bot there has reminded you how to type in and receive a program in that chat specifically. But if you're looking for other ways, head on over to harnessracingohio.com. That program is live for you before every single post time, about an hour before every single post time, I should say. It's free and available. Make sure you are logging on to that to follow along with Michael and I all night.
Please. Stay with us.
Just keep us on it, because once we start hitting around 10 races, I start running out of where my mind keeps rolling.
We got folks checking in from North Carolina. Good afternoon, Joe. Thanks everybody for being with us. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. We appreciate it. Horses are into the top of the last turn here in Wilmington at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. It's a nice track. It's a good day. It's hot. It's summertime, though, to be expected. And we've got 18 of them coming. So let's see how these 3 first-time starters fare today. Let's go up to Jeremy for the call of the first.
Here they come. They're off and trotting from the inside. Wine Slushy goes for the lead. Ebuka could drop in second. Flight Decor looking to drop in third. Off stride went MJ's Miracle Mace and then Dundee's Chance. They head around the first turn, heading to the quarter pole. Wine Slushy and Tyler Cook lead them down the backside there. Ebuka, Charlie Conrad closing up the gap there. Gap of 6 back to Flight Decor. Fourth, Dundee's Jays, Miracle Mace. They go by the opening quarter in 32 and 4/5. Wine Slushy on the front end here. Ebuka still tracking second. Flight Decor trying to tighten in third. Dundee's Chance right there with her. And far back to MJ. Tightening up third, only two and a half lengths back now. Flight Decor. Dundee's Chance pops to the outside. She's going to try to go around. Halftime, 1:35 and 1. Second panel. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Wine Slushy She's still in front. Tyler gives her a tap here, wake her up, send her on. Ibuka trying to stay right with her. On the outside, Dundee's Chance clears for third. Then Flight Decor and MJ's Miracle Mace is going to have to wait for next week. They go back to three-quarter pole. Slushy, 3/4 and 140 and 1. On the outside, Ibuka, Charlie Conrad trying to get to her there, trying to get into the mix. Dundee's Chance, they hit the top of the stretch. Wine Slushy answers the call. She's still not going to give it up. Ibuka sitting there second, trying to get to her, but it's going to be all Wine Slushy. Tyler Cook to take the opening. Time of the mile, 2:09, 3/5.
Picked up pace.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
First one in the books, 2:09, 3/5, and it was Wine Slushy all the way through. Fixed her little bad habit there, we noticed.
Absolutely.
In her after her qualifiers.
Big difference in the halves. First half went in 1:08. Second half went in 1:01 and 3. And they all got settled in. And we lost MJ's Miracle Mace early. And then she got back on pace, but then lost it again here in the stretch. So I had 1, 2, 6, 5 across the line. Congratulations to Tyler and his shared ownership with Mike Bradley of Volstead Philly from the credit winner mare Tally Baluchip. First lifetime start and a win. Doesn't get better than that.
And that's a Volstead filly.
We're waiting for Tyler to head back to the winner's circle here. Serenity Roth, your 2026
Yeah.
County Fair Queen. She's here in the winner's circle helping out. Pass out blankets today. If everyone here is enjoying racing, they're the county fair. She says, let's go racing, y'all.
Let's go racing, y'all.
Some more fair royalty
Yeah.
joining us here this afternoon, passing out blankets. You talk about a hot job. Poor Brad.
I know,
Conrad,
double duty yesterday.
I said, Brad, how crispy did you get? He's like, I had a lot of sunscreen on.
Oh, good. Good. He needs it out there.
Still waiting for Tyler Cook to make his way back around with Wine Slushy. First lifetime start, first lifetime win.
Impressive last half, 101
Yeah,
and
101 and
3.
3.
That's pretty good.
Here he comes,
There
slowly
he
making
comes.
his way back around. We'll see how she minds her manners for the first time to a winner circle.
Right.
That's kind of half the battle.
Driver change just in. Race 4, number 4, Devin Miller. Devin Miller on 4. Come back to the winner's circle. Your winner of your first race, number 1, White Slushy.
Is the audio on, Chris, for the announcer?
Winner mare Tally
Oh.
Bluechip. Mike Bradley out of Indiana. Tyler Cook out of Ohio.
Trains and drives. First lifetime win for Win Slushy.
Blanket sponsored by Buckeye Well.
And Pump here in Wilmington, Ohio. Offers a variety of professional water, well, and pump services, including well drilling, repair, pump, and pressure tank installation, water treatment, and pipe installation. Results are official for the first. Number 1, Wine Slushy, your winner. Number 2, Ibuka, second. 3, MJ's Mace, 5. 4 was scratched, 5. 4 was 4. 6, Dundee's Chance, 3. Recheck top down, 1, 2, 5, scratch, 4, 3. 32 and 4. 108 to the half, 140. Time of the mile, 2:09, 3/5. Second race coming up. Drivers changes 1, Charlie Conrad. 3, Roger Hughes. The 4, Leslie Joyce. Let's bring them out, barn area.
Okay.
Only 17 more to go.
Absolutely. We're like 4% into it already.
Well, there we go. Official in the book for race number 1. Turning the page, race 2 up next. We're going to go to the first division of freshman filly pacers this time. A field of 6. Just a couple of changes you got there from Jeremy, but of course we will go back through them while we introduce the rest more in depth. But first, let's take a break and thank our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to the Clinton County Fair here in Wilmington. It's going to be hot, but it's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
We had a couple of Colt Pacers really knock on the door yesterday of the overall track record.
Yes, we did.
So we can go back through that just quickly so we know what we're aiming for here. Unfortunately, I don't have divisional times. I'm not sure if they really even keep track of them that closely here at Wilmington, but the overall was actually both were set in 2024, but for the pace was Cyclone Union Jack, set by Mark St. Louis Jr. in the sulky in 1:54.3. Yesterday, our fastest time was Fire the Dems, I think in the 16th race.
55-2.
55
flat. Oh,
55
wow.
flat. We had a couple
wow.
other divisions going like 55-2.
Yeah.
Our 3-year-old Colt Pacers were out to prove a point yesterday.
Yes, they were.
And I brought up the conversation that our next generation we held on July 4th, and our fillies, I think when it was an entire second faster than the boys, and that's kind of becoming commonplace.
More common than it's ever been, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly, more than it's ever been. You know, naturally we separated fillies to kind of give them a break, but man, they're tough now.
They are.
They are very
absolutely
tough.
Are. Yep.
So there you go. Your pace record, 54-3, and your trot was set in 2024 as well with Jeff Nysonger in the bike. A Line of Stone in 57-4. I don't think our filly trotters are going to be quite close
I don't
to
think
57-4. But we did have had to be the Colt trot. Obviously, it was a Colt trot. 3-year-olds did go in 57 apiece yesterday. It was fast. We did have one really nice trot mile.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And we had some pretty close races, too, yesterday. There were a number of races where the winning margin was less than a length, and that's always exciting. We've got a nice little crowd in the grandstand for what's going to be a long day. It'll get busier as the day goes on. Took me a little longer to get into the parking lot today as well, so I think the fair's kicking in a little bit.
So we're really smack in the middle, kind of on the downturn of the fair. I think it started on the 11th. I don't even know what today is, the 14th?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So we got a couple more days of the fair here. And the Horsemen have another cookout there in the back. I'm not sure if that's also sponsored by Sam's Meats. That's who co-sponsored the big cookout yesterday. So
right.
maybe they did it for them once again. Very nice gesture. I actually did pass Sam Meats on my way in today.
Oh,
it's
you
just
did?
right outside of the fairgrounds, not too far, maybe 3 minutes down the road. So if you're ever in Wilmington, that's a place to stop. It's pretty good food. We've had a full day of racing, and we're not even remotely halfway through as far as all over the state of Ohio. Cortland kicked us off this morning. We've got a total of 4 race cards, 3 different fairs that are going on, as well as Scioto Downs this evening is hosting the first leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series.
Correct. Absolutely.
Is it trotters or just filly trotters tonight? Let me open my hubs.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
We've got both sets of trotters this evening.
It? Yeah.
Yep. Fillies and Colts go tonight for the BSS. And if you remember, I talked about it a little bit yesterday, the Buckeye Claiming Series is part of the BSS. It's all under the same umbrella. It was under the same nomination fee, but it is different, and 2-year-olds are not eligible for the claimers this year. It was really I mean, it was a board decision by all means to even include that and try to expand the Buckeye just to have another place for some horses to race. Because as we see, there's a lot of racing in Ohio, and we somehow still have 18 on this card alone this evening.
Yeah.
So another place to hopefully make some money for all of the trainers, big or small, another place to race your horse. And hopefully next year we will continue to expand.
Yeah.
I think that is the idea. The 3-year-olds were just easy to try that out with this year.
Absolutely. And the 2-year-olds, a lot of that is I mean, you're really only going to want to get your 2-year-old claimed if you're like 6 weeks into it and you've seen nothing. And there's very few 2-year-olds that have raced more than, 3 or 4 times at this stage of the season. So, no, that makes a lot of sense.
We'll see though how it expands. I mean, that's a really good point. I mean, hopefully there wouldn't be a lot of movement early on with the 2-year-olds, but I will say, the 3-year-olds, there's definitely been some claims. There's been some movement. And it is nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Another
just another element to work with,
Right.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
And it's been interesting, let's say your 3-year-old, we had it happen. Your 3-year-old colt trotter, he needs to be turned back out or he's just not going to make it, and you go and claim one instead of looking on gate or whatever it may be.
Right.
So the Buckeye Straight goes for $20,000, a purse, a leg, I should say, and the claiming series, I believe, is $15,000. So
still a good purse.
Again, still considered like that tier B.
Yep.
And then their claiming price is $25,000 without allowances.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
It's a flat number?
I'm pretty positive. I might be saying things wrong, but
that makes sense.
I should have a lot of things memorized. Sometimes I do. But yesterday I caught the Ocean Pearl.
Yeah, you did.
And the Ocean Rock.
The Ocean Rock connection.
Every once in a while I'm sharp, but
nope, you got it.
Not all the time.
You got that one.
Looks like we are. Here we go. There's our bugle for our post parade.
I only see 4 out of 6.
There's one way on the back side. I'm going to say, I don't even think the 4-horse has made its way onto the track. Jeff Nysonger's still on the backside. So he's looking like he's going to turn even, so I don't think we're going to see him come in front of the grandstands. And Leslie Joyce is going to drive our 4-horse. Looks like she's making her way to the track. So we're already putting pressure.
Yes.
Pressure on.
Moving forward.
Because, again, we do not have track lights.
No lights.
We kind of need to move a little
There
quick.
are towered lights here, but they all face
the
the
wrong
infield.
direction.
Yeah, they all face the infield.
Oh, and I bet the backside is dark. Dark.
There's nothing back there.
No.
You're right. There's nothing back there.
Well, we can go ahead and take a quick look at these ladies. Our freshman Philly Pacers, $3,894 on the line. And on the rail, we've got Charlie Conrad driving another, this time for Randy Smith, Dragon's Inferno. This is a Catch the Fire filly out of a Dragon Again mare owned by wife Jessica Smith. We do have a couple starts to go off of. 2 lifetime starts with 1 third-place finish. And we started both at Circleville and Ottawa. Ottawa, of course, was our better start. Just a little later in the season to learn something. Had a 3rd-place finish there in 2:04 and 4. Came back the next week just to give it a go on a qualifier at Scioto and paced her mile in 58. Final quarter in 28 and 2.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Number 2 is Bit of Honey. Jeff Neisinger drives for Mark Winters, J.R. Stable. Out of Orion are the owners of this Bit of a Legend filly out of the expensive scooter mare, Fran Anna. 1 start at Ottawa, broke at the start and ended as a distant loser. I'm hoping they can do better with this one today.
Roger Hughes Jr. for Mike Albright on Something Amiss. This is a summa cum laude filly out of an Arch Chip mare. Mike does co-own alongside Jody Flimmersfeld of Greenville. 1 lifetime start, and that came back at Ottawa. Had a 4th-place finish, so we did make a little bit of money in 2:05 flat. Originally a $3,000 purchase from the Blooded Horse sale.
Yeah, home in 29 and 3 in the first start. Pretty good. Number 4 is Natural Leather. Leslie Joyce in the bike for Frederick Stewart, who trains and owns. This is a lather-up filly from the Western Ideal mare, Altoona Hanover, making her first lifetime start. Bred in Ohio by Willis and Gregory, and we'll see how Leslie does with this one today.
Ken Holiday on the 5, Bang Bang Jesse. Brian George's trains this Catch the Fire filly out of an Always a Virgin mare, Always Rock with Roll, owned out of Grove City, Lucky Label Stable. Originally a $5,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected, and that's all I got for you. No starts, no qualifiers to go off of.
Number 6, Olive My Love, Jason Beatty for Scott Ferguson, a Dancing Yankee filly from the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Apple and Strawberry. Has had 3 starts at the fairs, Paulding, Circleville, and Marion. Broke the first time out at Paulding. Came in 5th at Circleville and was scratched at Marion due to some transportation issues. This one was also bred in Ohio, and Jason will be working out of the 2nd tier with this one.
6 horses going in behind the gate. We've got, what did we say, 4 homebreds.
4 homebreds.
And then 2 really cheap sale prices. Just a $3,000 purchase out of the 3 and $5,000 for the 5. So hopefully all these ladies are going to be able to make some returns for their owners this year.
Get you some money.
Let's go up to Jeremy Smith for the call of the 2nd.
A miss. Goes for the lead. Bit of Honey dropping back to 3rd, but shooting up the rail. Here comes. We got a recall.
Back to us.
Well,
We got
there was a little bit of a miss there. I started off by saying Jeremy Smith is announcing. Apologies, it's Jeremy Moore on the mic. And we had a recall that took our announcer a little bit to realize. I'm not sure why there was a recall.
I don't either. I mean, there was a break, but... Oh, there you go. There you go.
One interfered with the 6. I mean, the one was on a break, so I guess that's...
Yeah, that might have caused it back there. I don't know.
I guess I didn't. Again, yesterday we kind of talked about it. We do have a little bit of obstruction here in the grandstand, just where we're sitting. We're actually behind your view, behind the camera, and we've got poles in our way. But, I mean, the one was definitely on a break.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize that it was an interference.
Well, we had a recall in the first race yesterday.
Did
Today
we?
had one in the second race.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that was our only glitch, and this will be our only glitch.
I'm
How's
not
that?
sure who's. I hope so. I hope you are correct on that one. I'm not sure who's starting. Obviously, Mike is. Actually, is Mike? Mike's probably all over the place. I think
don't know
he's
if he-
here. This one, I actually don't know where Mike lives. I think he lives south, so this one might be the closest one for him to attend. But I don't know who's driving the starting gate today.
Okay, guys, you're all there. And
Say we're taking a minute.
starting to head back towards the starting gate in the middle of the backstretch. So we will be at post here in about 30 seconds.
Take 2 for race 2.
2 for race 2. So the 1 interfered with the 6. 6 might have been too close,
I was going to say there comes a point where
right?
anything can make or break. You're allowed to
Yeah.
follow. You're allowed to follow. You don't have to follow the 1
Right.
if you're the only trailer,
Right.
you know. And it's all right. It's all part of the game. Especially babies leaving from the 2nd tier. It's tough.
Yeah, of course it is. Okay, we're at the top of the stretch. Let's go back up to Jeremy for the call of the 2nd.
up the rail, Dragons. Something missed, trying to get to her, trying to bit of honey, looking right on by.
We are aware of the announcer audio issue. Sorry about that. We can give you the quarter times there. We've got our winner, the 2-horse Bit of Honey with Jeff Nysonger and Mark Winters. Opening quarter was 30-1 to the half, 104-1 to the 3 quarters, 134-2, and final mile time 2:03-4. That's one thing we don't want to, well, I guess if you're a driver, you don't want to see is Jeff Nysonger on the front of a fair race.
That's a really good point. Last half in 59-3 and a wire-to-wire win for Bit of Honey. Charlie Conrad made a nice little rebound there after an early break at the start. And
a lot of pace. A lot of pace on that horse.
A lot of pace, got up for third at the end.
Nice little horse by Bit of Legend, though, for Bit of Honey. Mark Winters trains. We had a little bit of an oops in the first start out at Ottawa. A lot of breaks, but I just tuned in. Has got it figured out. Hopefully we'll continue to keep that train of thought throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely. No, that was a good one. And another good last half, 59-3. Last quarter, 29-2.
I do have them 2-3-1-6 across the wire, and we're already official on the board, actually.
Oh, we sure are.
Jeff Nysonger returns 1160.
That's a good price for Jeff out here at the fair.
Right.
Coming back in front of the stands, the winner of the second race, the 2 Bit of Honey. 2-year-old filly by Bit of a Legend, out of expensive scooter mare Fran Anna, the homebred for JR Stables here in Ohio, trained by Mark Winters. Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. Blanket sponsored by Rural Development Solutions. They assist with nonprofit groups and communities in securing grants and low-interest loans from the United States Department of Agricultural. Thank you for sponsoring today's second race. Results are official for the second. The 1, Dragons Inferno, 3. The 2, Bit of Honey, your winner. The 3, Something Amiss, 2. The 4, Natural Lather, 6. The 5, Bang Bang Jesse, 5. And the 6, All of My Love, 4. Recheck top down, 312, 654. Quarter time, 30-1. 104-1 to the half. 135-2, 3 quarters. Time a mile, 203, 4/5.
Okay. And that's your rundown for the second. Third race is up next. And we've got 6 3-year-old filly trotters waiting to meet everybody that's watching. Let us take a short break. We'll be back with the third in just a couple of minutes.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
let me know. Yeah.
We're back.
We are back.
We are back. Knock it off, you two.
Whatever.
Nobody's going anywhere.
We think we have the audio fixed. Apologies for that. We're always kind of troubleshooting around here. We've talked about that actually a handful of different fairs.
Yeah.
We are not Fox Sports. We like to pretend every once in a while that we could be, but we are definitely not. Our setup is still pretty limited, and specifically this announcer is in the middle of the infield.
Yeah, I guess the viewing audience did not hear the announcer in the last race.
Well, we will make sure that
we set up a different mic. Hopefully we'll be able to pick it up this time.
I say we were having audio issues, unfortunately, before we even came on air, but that's why we carry different pieces of equipment to try to troubleshoot in the middle of it.
Numerous pieces of equipment.
Right.
Okay, bring them out.
I know, that's what we're yesterday which we still have, of course, we'll have warm-ups through the majority of the races. Really the last 3 or 4 we'll be able to roll just because there's not going to be many warm-ups. But yesterday we really did
they moved
get through them.
Yes, we absolutely did. No, it was great.
And they might be a little laxy-daisy early on, but
what's on that lady's plate down there?
that's a funnel cake, a flavor of some sort.
Oh, yeah, strawberry maybe. Yeah.
Are you much of a fair food person?
I try not to be.
Yeah, right. I get
but
that.
I'm probably going to grab a little something here this afternoon. Hey, there's Devin Miller. She picked up a couple of catch drives today. We had the pleasure of her dad, David Miller, with us yesterday, which was a surprise, a pleasant surprise. Good to have David back in racing action after being out for a couple of months after a tumble at Scioto. The early part of the season.
I'm sure he's back at Scioto tonight. I didn't look at the race card. I'm sure that's where he's at, especially with the BSS. But I also thought I did hear that he's going to kind of step slower back into it, and not have a drive in every single race.
Right.
But we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, exactly.
He did come back Friday, Saturday of last week. Had a couple winners there. Yesterday was some tough luck for David Miller.
Yeah, David didn't have the best day.
No, had 2 drives and 2 breakers.
Yeah. One of them right coming in on the wire at the end of the race. He was leading in, so that was a little tough. I had to tear up that ticket.
Yeah, yesterday you did, and today you placed a couple bets as well. Yesterday you said you placed a
Yesterday
I bet
$2 to win, place, and show on a horse in every race. It was a $96 investment, and when I cashed my ticket to the end of the day, I got back $92.80. And there were a lot of favorites that won yesterday. A number of 1 to 5s, 2 to 5s, 3 to 5s. You bet $6 and got back $6.30. I really wasn't sure when I went up to cash how it was gonna shake out. But today it's just $2 to win.
You changed your tactics
I changed
today.
my tactic, yeah. I felt pretty good about only losing $1.20 or so yesterday, so I'm not gonna push my luck.
Hopefully you're able to join us, I should say trackside, at some of the fairs this year. We've got, of course, 66 fairs, independent and county fairs racing. We've got 125 race programs, I believe. And so hopefully you're going to come out to a handful. I want to kind of plug our Passport program. This is the 3rd year in running. It's been running. Mike Webkenberg Starting Gates, is sponsoring it this year, so we want to thank him for allowing us to continue that program and supporting us in doing so. But we've changed that Passport program this year and expanded. It's not just Ohio County Fair racing. It now includes a few extra Saturday night at the races programs that we do broadcast from. So the Next Generation, for example, was the first one, and then we will round out those Saturday night at the races with our fair final, Super Night, Buckeye Final, you name it. So a little bit extra incentive to come out, and it's not just a grand prize you're competing for this year. We're doing prizes throughout. There's going to be milestones for hitting 10 race cards, 20 race cards, 30 race cards, 40. So make sure you come out and just enjoy it. We always seeing everybody in
Yeah,
person
we do.
as well.
Yep, we like it when people come up, introduce themselves, tell us where they're from, how long their drive was, how often they come to the fairs.
It's quite neat. So last year, and I'm sure a few of you have met him if you've traveled around the fair circuit in 2025, was our winner for the passport program was Richard Miller. Great guy. We got to know him very well. He's awesome to see. We still see him occasionally, but he's not taking it near as seriously this year.
No, he's not.
He reached 100 different race cards of the 129 we had last year.
Absolutely
So
unbelievable.
lots and lots and lots. But our second place winner, I'm trying to remember off the top, was Rod Cooper.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
we actually had a gentleman, I think was third, from West Virginia.
Really?
Did a lot of driving as well.
Wow.
I can't remember the name off the top
Wow.
of my head, but
He
hopefully
had
we
to
will see
put
them
on some
all.
miles.
Right. Looks like we do have a few horses out here, looking for a field of 6.
Parade in order, please. Get together, parade in order.
And we are pushing them along. We have not had a great post parade yet, but maybe third time's a charm
Yeah,
here.
let's see how we do here. Got 1, 2, and 3 are lined up good.
Looking for a field of 6. We'll have more to talk about with this group because we're moving on to sophomores. They all have race experience under their belt.
What is the relationship between Mickey Holiday and Kenny Holiday?
I knew you were going to ask that. Is that
I really expected you
That's
to
it. Is
have
that
that
his son?
right off the top
Is
of
that
your
his son?
head. I'm not sure.
I think?
Let's see if we can tell when,
Yeah, I
when he comes by.
I'm sure we can check comments here in a moment, and if somebody's going to correct me or confirm with me, but I'm pretty sure that's his son.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a viewer to reach in on that. Father and son. Thank you, Ty.
The 1, Lady Missile with Alex Hawk. The 2, Neighbor Lady, Jason Beatty. The 3, Princess Mission with Roy Wilson. The 4, Hill on Heels, drivers changed to Mickey Holiday. The 5, Tom Stem Rose, Jeff Nicehonger. And the 6, start from the second tier, Prolific Range, Kenny Holiday in the sulky. Horses are going to go right to the starting gate. Wager now. Don't be shut out.
Impossible.
No, I promise. All right, first division of our sophomore filly trotters. Would you like to do the honors and tell us about our route horse?
I certainly will. Thank you. Number 1 is Lady Missile, Alex Hawk in the bike for Charles Victoron, who trains and owns an in-range filly from the SJ's photo mare, Lady SJS. Has only had 1 start this year, and that was a non-winners of 1 over at the Meadows, but raced really, really good for her first start of the season. Came home in 29-2. It's a trip out of the 7-hole. And went in 2:01 and 3 last year as a 2-year-old. Only had 2 starts and 1 third-place finish. Had some braking issues and a couple of qualifiers, and last year as well. Hopefully they've got those straightened out. And Alex from the rail is usually pretty tough and close to the front end.
Cheering on, Brian George is here, the hometown guy. Jason Beatty in the bike of Neighbor Lady. This is an in-range filly out of Cantab Hall, mare owned out of Sydney, Ohio. Still looking for the first seasonal win, but man, she was tough last year as a freshman. She had 7 wins in 17 starts, an additional 5 board hits on top of that. Made $35,000 last year, a little slower coming into the year. But if we go 2 back, she was second at Ottawa, back by about 6 lengths, timed her mile in 2:05 and 2. For reference there at Scioto, she did race in a leg of the Kandaski and did put up a trot mile in 1:57 flat, final quarter in 30. And we should mention this filly, why she was so tough. She actually did make the fair consolation last year as well, ended up 3rd there up there at Northfield.
Number 3 is Princess Mission. Roy Wilson drives. April Roach trains and owns an Enterprise filly from the Max Crown K mare, Princess Fortune. This one is looking for her first lifetime win. She's had 7 starts so far this year. Ottawa and Circleville and a few non-winners at Scioto. Hasn't really raced bad. I mean, had a mile back on June 4th and 1:59 and 4 out of the 7-hole, and we'll see what Roy can do here on here on this surface this afternoon. I think I would look for better things out of this one today.
Our 4-horse
is Hill on Heels.
Thank you.
Mickey Holiday in the bike.
Where are we at?
For Kenneth Hurst. This is a What the Hill filly from the Majestic Sun Mare Pole Dancer. Kenneth Hurst and the Bakers out of Huber Heights share ownership of this one. It's had 6 starts so far this year. Broke last week at Ottawa, but raced really good at Circleville the week before. Out of the 4-hole, cut the mile, and ended up fading a little bit in the stretch. Finished 3rd in a mile in 2:09.2 last quarter, and 31-3. Had Ronnie Gillespie on the bike that day. We should mention Mickey Holiday is driving the 4, and his father, Kenny Holiday, is driving the 6. The 5 horses, Tom Stem Rose, Mark Winters trains, Jeff Neisinger on the bike. This is a long Tom filly from the Yankee Paco mare, Smoky Rose Hanover. Also looking for her first lifetime win. She's had 3 starts this year. Raced at Scioto, and the non-winners have won twice. First time out was out of the 8-hole and literally just drove around the track, but did do the mile in 1:57. And the last 2 starts have been breaks early in the race, so not much to show for there. The 6 horses, Prolific Range. Kenny Holiday drives for the Luther team. This is an in-range filly from the Lear Jetter mare, Schlama. 13 starts so far this year, 1 win and 4 second-place finishes. Horses are on the stretch. Let's go up to Jeremy for the call of the 3rd.
Here they come. They're off and trotting from the center of the track. Princess Mission goes off stride. Neighbor Lady going to inherit the lead. Lady Bissell down along the inside, trying to stretch him out a little bit. Getting away 3rd from the 2nd tier. Prolific Range dropping in 4th. Tom Stemrose 5th. Hill on Heels in the trailer. Princess Mission head down to the quarter pole and still Neighbor Lady on the front end. He's ahead by 2. Lady Bissell trying to close in a little bit. At 3rd, Prolific Range. 4th, Tom Stemrose. They go to the quarter, 30 and 2/5 second. Head on over to the 3/8. Neighbor Lady with the lead. Gap of 3 back to Lady Bissell off stride. Went Tom Stemrose. 3rd on the outside. Here comes Prolific Range. Rolling up for Kenny Holiday. 2nd and 4th, Hill on Heels with Mickey Holiday. 5th, Princess Mission still off stride. Tom Stemrose. They go by the half. Neighbor Lady on the front end. Halftime 101, 3/5. Up to the wheel, Prolific Range. He's going to try to get the lead now. Backing off 3rd, Lady Bissell. 2nd over 4th is Hill on Heels. 5th, Princess Mission. And 5, Tom Stemrose still on break. They go down to the backside. We got a horse race now. Neighbor Lady on the inside. Prolific Range puts nose in front on the outside. Heading to the final turn. 3/4 and 1, 31 and 3, 32nd, backside. Prolific Range puts a neck in front. Neighbor Lady trying to fight back, getting into the mix. Lady Bissell, 4th, Hill on Heels, trying to rally up. Hit the top of the stretch. Prolific Range, Doc Holiday, Lady Bissell trying to get to her, but it's going to be Prolific Range to take the 3rd. Lady Bissell gets up for 2nd. Neighbor Lady hangs on for 3rd. Top of the mile, 2:01, 3/5.
2:01 and 3/5 for our winner there, and kind of went the long mile.
Yeah, it really did.
Prolific Range, Todd Luther gets the training drive, and Kenny Holiday is going to rack up another one. First driving win of the day.
Way to go, Doc. Nicely done. Yeah, parked out there about 3/4 of the mile. Wasn't sure what
Tough,
the plan was. There was an opening
filly
to get into the 2-hole there, but he didn't want to have anything to do with that. It just hung outside of Neighbor Lady, I think that was, and ended up getting up in the stretch for the win. So congratulations to the Luther team. Nice win.
I have 6-1-2-4 across the wire. Prolific Range by in range. Didn't start last year at all.
Nope, not once.
Gave her some time off, probably just to mature, hopefully just mature. 13 seasonal starts already here in 2026. Now that is the second win.
The horse started off at the Meadows, raced really early in February, and then just every couple of weeks through April and May. Really looks like effective April 2nd is when she really started to get it together, because since then, in 8 races, she's been first or second 5 times and broke the other 3 times. So looks like they might have gotten this one finally figured out. So that's what happens.
All right, and the Prolific Range was actually a $110,000 purchase.
Yeah.
A couple years ago from the Ohio Selected, so she does have some ground to make up, but
Well,
she
she's getting
seems to be able to do that.
She's getting 1,700 of it back today.
That's, hey, every penny counts. Every penny
Absolutely.
counts. Here comes Ken Holliday back with our winner into the Brad Conrad
Yes.
winner
Brad
circle.
Conrad winner circle.
We do not have a proper winner circle here. We kind of just do it on the track.
Front stands winner of the third race, number 6, Prolific Range. 3-year-old in range out of the Learjet mare Schlama, owned by Greg Luther Racing, trained by Todd Luther. Kenny Holliday in the sulky. Second win this year for Prolific Range. Playing for the third race, sponsored by Buckeye Portables. They're proud to be locally owned and operated. Your business means a lot to our business. They rent portable restrooms, trailers, sinks, and tanks for all size events and construction sites. Thank you, Buckeye Portable, for your sponsorship of today's third race. Results are official. Top down. The 1, Lady Missile. 2, Neighbor Lady. 3, Princess Mission. 5, 4, Hill on Heels. 4, 5, Tom Stemrose. 6, and 6, Prolific Range, your winner. Top down. 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 1. Times 30 and 2 to the quarter. 101, 3 to the half. 131 and 3 3/4 top of the mile. 201 3/5. Fourth race coming up.
It's our fastest winning time of the day so far, 2:01 and 3/5. It's in range filly from the Luther team and steered perfectly by Kenny Holliday. When we come back for the 4th, it'll be the first division for our 3-year-old filly Pacers. Got some experienced horses in here. Been racing in 54, 55, 56, so this should be a pretty good one. You're watching live harness racing brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association from the Clinton County Fairgrounds in Wilmington, Ohio. We thank you for being with us, and we'll be back after these messages.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
For 100 years, the values at BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
Chris is hungry.
Can't believe it. We were hungry by the end of last night.
Yeah,
that's
we
for
were
sure.
hungry. We definitely were. We are back with the 4th race up next. 3-year-old fillies, the first division with a purse of $3,756. And all of these guys have been racing out at least a few times so far this year, with the exception of the 3 horse who's only been out once. And they're all getting, with the exception of the 4, they're all getting their regular or somebody who has driven a horse before. So some familiarity, that always helps.
So I'm scrolling Facebook super quick because I just saw some news we might want to share if no one else has seen it yet. Well, I'm actually a couple hours behind, but
What's going
what's
on?
new?
What's the
Odds on Mr. Mamba headed to the audio supplemented in.
Oh,
did you
wow.
see that?
I did not see that. Very cool. Very cool.
Now, Michael Carter, we should say something about him and what he's done recently for the Meadows. Their
dude.
handles, I think, has been way up, hasn't it?
Yep. Handles are up.
He was working, I don't know how long he was at Northfield Park, a while.
Long time,
Yeah.
and joint duties as president last year for the
Yes,
United States
good
Harness
point.
Riders Association as well.
And he recently moved last winter-ish
Yep.
over to the Meadows in Pennsylvania, and he's
Yep.
done a fantastic job for them.
It's a good dude.
And now we've got odds on Mr. Mamba headed to.
The Adios. When is that?
Ooh, is that next?
A week
Hold
from
on.
Saturday, maybe?
I can't keep track. There's too much going on.
That might be next weekend.
The eliminations are slated for next weekend.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Supplemental fee is $35,000, but when you got a horse like that,
Yeah.
what's that, right?
Right, exactly.
Now, it's the pace for the Orchids, right? Is what the Adios is for the run?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think it is because Kentucky Derby's the run for the Roses. I'm
Roses.
pretty sure
This
the
is the
Adios
Orchids?
is
Interesting.
the Orchids. I think I've never been over to the Meadows.
I've been there once.
Have you?
Yeah. But
don't
I
think I
plan
have, at
on
least.
I plan on getting over there over the course of this summer though as well. I'm on the east side of Columbus, so it's not too bad a drive to make it over there.
Tell us about your summer schedule. You're working with OHHA quite a bit again, right?
I am, yeah. I think I've got 22 or 23 of the 125 fairs. Got one little busy run in August of 5 days in a row. This is my third year, I think, in Ohio, and I am loving every minute of it.
Are you at Lebanon on Monday?
I'm not. No, I thought I was because I've been
Who
there
am
the
I
last
with
couple
then?
of years. You're with Jeremy, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy's close. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, probably.
And that one always makes for long racing, too, because they do everything in a single card.
Yes.
So that can be a long night. But I say that's where we met a couple of years ago
yes,
now.
we absolutely
in
did.
a torrential downpour,
Oh,
if I
my
remember
God.
correctly.
Oh, it was nasty. It was nasty. Now, I think you and I are together next at Bucyrus.
No, I'm not at Bucyrus.
You're not at Bucyrus.
Nope, I'm not. I don't know.
Who am I with at Bucyrus?
I don't know. We do work. We work together often. Though.
Yeah, we've got a number of them together this year. It's kind of miserable, but I'll get over it.
Oh, whatever.
Let's see. Yeah, Bucyrus, and then Washington Courthouse. Both of those with Susan. You and I are together at Marysville on the 28th.
I think that might be my double header. One of those I have a double header because I go to Marysville or Sydney, then Marysville, then Sydney. I can't remember.
That's a busy day.
I've got a couple like that this year, and actually for the very first time, and you guys will maybe benefit from it because everybody just loves to soak up as much racing as they can here at the county fairs in Ohio. We have a day where we have 5 fairs in a single go. We didn't even have 5 kits. I'm not even sure if we
That's
right
right.
now
So
have
we
5
got
camera
I
kits.
think we did. I think we got. Do we have 5 now, Clayton?
He's
Hey,
You're asking the wrong guy. Come on.
Yeah.
So I can't. That's in September, maybe. I think right
Is that
before or right
right?
after.
5
I think
in
right
one
before
day?
Memorial Day. We've got 5 in a single day,
Let me see when that is.
and it's going to be. I think it's the first bit of September, and it's because we had a lot of, like Richwood, for example, moved their dates back around. We had a lot of conflicting.
Tuesday the 1st, we have Mount Gilead, Richwood, Van Wert, Caldwell, and Canton.
Right.
All in the same
all
day.
over the place.
Oh
all
my
over the place.
Goodness gracious. How did I get that day off?
How did you?
I have
Did you
no
request it
idea.
off?
No. There's a couple of blanks there, though, for the
So
second
you
talent. I might get called in.
Why don't you send an email after this and
Yeah,
remind? There are
I
a couple
might get
that
called in.
I'm currently still alone on. I hope that I don't have to do like Kenton. I think I'm still alone on.
I have one where I'm the only one also. I'm not sure where that is.
Which maybe at some point. We keep saying this.
Hicksville,
Gotcha.
up in Defiance County.
We keep saying that hopefully they'll start thinning out and not having as many divisions. But right now we're still going very strong
We're
despite all
jamming.
the racing.
Yes, we are.
You know, it's not great. I mean, it is good for the Horsemen because everything, has made it to the track this year and is racing, but it still is a little hard just because our divisions, there's so many of them, they were split into purses so many ways. They're still pretty thin
Yes.
for the year. We are gathering for race 4 here. Looking for another field of 6. Looks like all of our fields are full once again this evening.
Where's my pen?
I don't know.
Did you steal it?
I did not. Here is no, I did not steal it.
Yes, you did steal it on the blue one.
No, you're not.
You thief.
Look.
Horses are on the track breaking those for the 4th race. First division, 3-year-old pace fillies. First $3,756. 1 ATI Race Your Own Way. Roy Wilson aboard. The 2 Parade Last 3 Across the River. Casey Kelly. The 4 Campton. Drivers changed to Devin Miller. The 5 2-pair in the air with Alex Hawk. The 6 Little Miss Sure Shot. Jeff Nysonger. And the 2, Ruby D, Jason Beatty in the sulky. Horses will be going right through the starting gate. Wager now.
Division from the rail out. Number 1, Roy Wilson will drive Addy Race Your Own Way for Tommy Jones and Robert Beachy. This is a Racing Hill filly from the Pacific Fellamare Atlantic filly. 5 starts so far this year with 1 second-place finish. That was the last time out at Ottawa at a rail trip and was second at the finish. Previous to that, a 5th at Circleville and a 6th-place finish at Paulding. That's decent times up at Northfield with Greg Bateson in the bike at 2:01 3 weeks in a row. So I think the rail trip here will probably be good for Roy.
Jason Beatty on the 2 for Scott Ferguson. Ruby Dean, this is a lost in time filly out of a Western Hanover mare. Didn't start last year as a freshman, but coming on a little slower here as a sophomore. Just under $200 made in those 3 starts. So looking to hit the board and really stay flat. That seems to be part of our issue here. If we do go 3 back to Scioto Downs in a qualifier, I do have a flat mile. We timed in 2 minutes and 4/5.
Number 3, Across the River. Casey Kelly on the bike for Roy Burns. This is a Fool Me Once filly from the Better's Delight mare across Hanover. Just 1 start so far this year after a qualifier at Scioto. The qualifier was 58. The 1 start was in the non-winners of 1 out of the 10 hole, 29-1 final quarter, 157-1 for the mile. And that would be really competitive here in this race with that kind of a time. So good luck to Casey Kelly.
The 4 Camden now driven by Devin Miller for Alicia Hanners. This is a down by the Seaside filly. Had 11 starts last year and racked up 16,000 her freshman year. Seems to be coming back all right. She's got 7 seasonal starts with 1 win, and that came 2 back and non-winners of 1 with a claiming tag at Scioto. Paced her mile there in 54-3. Wow. Final quarter in 28-3. We go even further though. She's put up a couple miles in 53, so she could definitely be running for the money here this afternoon.
The 5, 2-pair in the air, Alex Hawk for Sherry Jacobs, a summa cum laude filly from the Better's Delight mare, Beam MW. 3 starts so far this year. Tough one last time out. The non-winners of 1 at Scioto got parked 3/4 of a mile on 127. And looking for a good trip here.
Our 6 horse starting from the 2nd tier, Jeff Nysonger for Steve Livingston. This is Little Miss Sir Shot, and we already have another recall, so I'll just keep on going on. Little Miss Sir Wow, Little Miss Sure Shot is a filly by Fear the Dragon out of a well-said mare owned out of Union City, Ohio, Full Tilt Farms. She did race last year 10 times, had 4 wins, 3 seconds, made just under $24,000, and another one that's coming back pretty decent here. 6 seasonal starts with a single win, and that came some time back actually in a leg of the McCoy at Scioto Downs. Didn't quite go wire to wire, but tried to cut most of the mile, and she was a winner there with a new lifetime mark in 1:54.3. And since then, she's been very consistent in just getting faster, learning out where her buttons are. Let's say that. She 2 back at Scioto, paced a mile, unfortunately out of the money, but paced a mile in 52.4.
Right.
I mean, let's go back. And how many years ago could you say you won a sire stake? Well, I mean, you technically obviously still can win a sire stake in 52, but now you're not even getting checks in some of the condition races at Scioto in 52.
That's just sad. That's just sad.
Oh, these feel like, especially 3-year-olds, man, they're so wicked fast now. And Scioto, you just chase them around.
Well, so many miles now. In the 149 to 151 range out there. Pretty much every night.
I just saw a question pop up while we're waiting for them to make their way back into position. Do some Ohio counties not have racing? That's correct. We're still by far the largest state 2 race fairs. We've got 66 of technically our 88 counties, but with an asterisk because there's some independent. So I think there's 90 something fairs, including independents in the state, but we race at 66 of them. All right, let's roll up to the announcer for the call of the 4th.
From the far outside, 2 pair in the air trying to grab the track. On the inside of her is Camden, getting way 3rd across the river. 4th, Little Miss Sure Shot. Back down pacing 5 is ATI, Race Your Own Way. Head to the quarter pole. It's 2 pair in the air. Open up by 3 over Camden. Sitting 3rd across the river. 4th, Little Miss Sure Shot. 5th on the outside is Ruby Dean. Trail the field, ATI. Race Your Own Way. Quarter 28, 3/5. They're rolling on the front end here. 2 pair in the air. Alex Hawk trying to give her a little breather here. 2nd up on the outside. Ruby Dean trying to close in. 3rd is Camden. 2nd over Trip. Little Miss Sure Shot. 5th on the rail. Across the river. 3rd over. ATI. Race Your Own Way. We go past the half. 59-2. We got 3 in, 3 out. 2 pair in the air. Still with the lead. Ruby Dean got to her, but that can't go any further. 3 wide. Here comes a Little Miss Sure Shot. Nice fingers trying to get around them. 4th on the inside. Camden. ATI Race Your Own Way. Trying to go with the 3 wide cover. They head to the 3/4 pole. 2 pair in the air. Has the lead, but Little Miss Sure Shot. She puts a neck in front. 3/4 and 128. 4/5. Midway around the final turn. 2 pair in the air. Answered the call. Little Miss Sure Shot gave it all. We got 3 wide coming on the outside. Down the stretch they come. 2 pair in the air. They're 4 wide across the track here. Little Miss Sure Shot in between horses. Camden. Far outside ATI. Too tight to call between Camden and ATI. Race Your Own Way.
Oh.
Half mile. 158. 3/5.
Very nice mile put up. Very nice race. That was interesting all the way through there for our fillies.
I couldn't separate them.
I think I'm going to. I'm going to go 4-1.
Okay.
I think Devin Miller got up.
That was awesome. That was awesome. She kind of just sat back most of the race in 3rd or 4th, didn't really make any moves at all, and then just really turned it on in the stretch.
Say nice effort though, going. He was on the backside going into the final turn by our 6-horse, Little Miss Sure Shot. She was coming. She should have been able to sweep that field. She just looked like she got tired.
Yeah, it looks
got
like
very tired very quickly.
That 3 wide brush took a little bit too much out of her.
Understandably so, especially on a half-mile track. You just lose so much momentum. There we
Yeah.
go. Photo does show 4 over the 1.
Your race winner.
I think it goes 4165 is going to be my unofficial call, but we
believe
do
that's
have
accurate.
we do have the 4 over the 1. So Devin Miller is going to make her way back over in front of the grandstand for trainer Alicia Hanners. This is a Down by the Seaside filly owned by Hanners Racing. This is the second seasonal win and now 8 starts for Camden.
There's some talent in that family,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, something like that. So we actually had both of Alicia's boys here last night because Scioto was closed on a
Yep.
Monday. So we had Luke had a winner last night, and Austin had 1 or 2 winners last night on the card here. Now they're back over at Scioto this evening, and I'm sure driving plenty of nice horses in the 2-year-old Buckeye over there.
Yeah. That was a great race, man.
The judge's inquiry on the 4th does not affect your unofficial winner for Camden.
The inquiry on the 4 doesn't. On the 1. On the 1.
Maybe he just mispronounced that then. That was kind of a confusing
Yeah.
confusing call. Devin actually picked up quite a few drives this
she
evening
did.
as we were
Yeah, she absolutely
getting
did.
some of the changes. I guess I don't have the numbers out in front of me, but she picked up a few.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of the guys that we had last night have dispersed to Scioto because of that Buckeye that I just mentioned. And we've got a couple other fairs rolling the same time we are, so there's just only so many drivers to go around. She does a great job, as we just saw.
Yes,
we
she
just
does.
don't see her too much outside of, well, she'll drive some of her own. I think she's got a couple that she trains.
I think she has 2.
And
yeah.
then we see in the ladies, of course, the ladies'
Yes.
pace.
Yep.
Our golf cart slowly making their way around.
Yeah.
Devin's trying to stay patient here. But I was talking a little bit, maybe a race or two ago, that we don't have a proper winner circle here. They just kind of pull in front of the grandstand, and Brad Conrad thankfully has helped to throw blankets, but then he's playing traffic control because we've got warm-ups, we've got water trucks, we've got tractors, don't want to get hit.
No.
For Camden, 2-year-old filly, by Down by the Seaside out of Rock and Roll, Hanover Mare, Holly Rocker.
Is that Alicia? No.
Daughter.
Devin Miller in the sulky.
Is our audio on for the announcer?
This year,
Thank you.
Camden. Blanket sponsored by Maryland Place, highly rated duplex townhouse rental here in Wilmington, Ohio. Which is located 3 to 4 miles from the World Equestrian Center, popular for equestrian guests and visitors, featuring amenities like 3 queen-size beds, on-site laundry, and a fenced-in backyard. Thank you, Maryland Place, for trophy donation of the 4th. Barn area, let's get them out for the 5th. Start getting them out for the 5th race.
Still waiting to go official, so we'll hang on for just a moment, but I think there was a judge's inquiry against the 1.
Yeah.
So obviously doesn't affect your winner, but our 1 horse was second coming across the wire there, so we'll hang on to see what they do.
Impact the exacta.
I know, we talked about last night, at least they gave us an hour buffer, but when we start racking up recalls and inquiries, the time is going to tick by.
Yes.
And we were really playing with the sun
We
and the
were.
darkness
We
last
were.
night. And I was talking off air. And yesterday, which again, they were pushing them. They warned them. We didn't have the warning today. I don't
No,
know
there
if
was
you
no
noticed.
warning today.
There was no warnings
no-
of fines if you
no.
were late to the track, but they were doing that yesterday. I think that encouraged some trainers and
pace,
drivers
yes,
to
yeah.
be ready when they were called.
I think so.
But yesterday it took us about, well, the first 4 ran at about 45 minutes, and the first 4 we are still not official, and it is 5:12. So
It's about an hour and 15 minutes.
we gave ourselves an hour buffer, but we do have an additional race, and now we've already had a couple of recalls and now an inquiry. So
I think we're still on track to be done before 9. So That'll be good. It was beautiful by the time we got out of here last night.
It was. When the
It
sun
cooled
goes
off,
down,
and
it's really nice.
And the sunset was gorgeous on the drive home.
All right, results are official.
Here we go.
Number 1, ATI Race Your Own Way, with second place 6 due to interference during a break. 2, Ruby Dean, 6th place 5. 3, Across the River, 5 place 4. 4, Camden, your winner. 5, Two Bear in the Air, 4th place 3rd. The 6th, Little Miss Sure Shot, 3, place 2. After the placings, rundown 6-5, 4-1, 3-2. Time 28-3 to the quarter, 59-2 to the half, 128-4 to the 3/4. Time the mile 158 3/5. Race 5 coming up, second division.
158 and 3, final time. One horse was penalized for interference, so that moved Little Miss Sure Shot up into second place. And impressive drive by Devin Miller, impressive performance by Camden. Congratulations to Alicia Hanners and the Hanners Racing team.
Hopefully we'll see Devin back into the winner's circle. She's got race 5. She has picked up a drive for Mark Winters as well. So we'll get going here, turning the page again. Race 5, second division of our freshman filly trotters, purse of $5,106. And we're looking for a field of 5. So give us just a moment to thank our sponsors, and we'll come back and tell you about them.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead, sire of multi-million-dollar performers with his first big crop of talented 2-year-olds making their mark on the track. Also standing Slay, son of Chapter 7, with his highly anticipated first crop of yearlings selling this fall. And Coach K. Hanover by world record holder Wallner with his first crop of 2-year-olds hitting the track this summer. Looking for your next superstar? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients proudly offer high-quality yearlings with pedigree, conformation, and performance potential at public auctions this season. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Halfway through a cheeseburger with a full bite in my mouth still. Didn't realize we were running out so quickly. The 5th race is coming up next, 2-year-old fillies. The second division with a purse of $5,106. A couple of driver changes from the original program. It's pretty good. So much easier to eat them in the shade than it is in the sun. You know? It's crazy. Every 3 races, the sun comes up another row. Yeah, Chris has broken out the umbrella to protect some of the equipment from the heat that we have here this afternoon in Wilmington. About 93 degrees, I believe. And not too many clouds in the sky today. We got a little bit of a break late yesterday afternoon. We had a little cloudy. It cooled things off for about an hour. And that felt pretty good. We have a couple of the horses on the track for the 5th, waiting for a few more. And I think we've got a bigger crowd today in the grandstand than we had yesterday. Always nice to see people coming out to the races. Hopefully our other fairs that are going on today are drawing as well. Who's up at Bell Fountain shooting today, Chris? Don't know. Is it Steve? Yeah. Got done with a big racing weekend this past weekend at the Meadowlands. Saturday night, Brandon Boulevard from the Andrew Harris team. A really, really competitive and very, very close Meadowlands pace. The purse was $820,000, and it wasn't easy for any of them, but it was a good race, and it looked like there were a lot of people out of the track at the Big M, so that's always good. We are so looking forward to the Breeders' Crown here at Scioto Downs in October. Go online and try to get tickets in the grandstand or in the dining room, wherever there still might be some available. Eliminations the week before on Friday and Saturday, and then the finals the following weekend on Friday and Saturday. Breeders' Crown's a great event. I mean, everybody in the business that has some of the top flight horses is there and represented. I was fortunate enough to attend the Breeders' Crown up at Woodbine Mohawk Park last October and really, really enjoyed the experience. They got a beautiful paddock up there, very well organized, and they put on quite a performance. Let's go up to Jeremy Moore for the introduction of the horses for the 5th.
Horses are on the track, ready to pose for race number 5. Second division, 2-year-old trot filly for a purse of $5,106. The 1, Miss Erie, driver's change, Charlie Conrad. The 2, Cork, Casey Kelly. The 3, So Proud, David Meyer. The 4, second copy with Christopher Hope. And the 5, Zell, driver's change, Devin Miller. Charlie Conrad on the 1, Devin Miller on the 5, Trot Hobbles on the 3, So Proud. Horses go right to the gate.
Let's take a deeper look at the horses here in the 5th from the rail out. Number 1 is Miss Erie. Steve Carter trains. Charlie Conrad in the bike. This is an in-range filly from the Swan for All mare, Perception. Friedland, Beard, and Crawford share ownership. It was a $37,000 purchase, Buckeye Classic sale. It's had 2 qualifiers at Scioto Downs, a 4th place finish both times, 202-1, 202-3. Last quarter, 28-3 and 29-3. Number 2 is Cork, Casey Kelly for Roy Burns. They share ownership with this Uncle Peter filly out of the Muscles Yankee mare, You and I. It's a $3,500 purchase, the classic sale, and first lifetime start here. This one was bred at the Pheasant Hill Farm in New Jersey. Number 3, So Proud. David Meyer trains and drives. Julie Meyer, Kelly Meyer, the owners, Team 6 filly from the Jailhouse Jessie mare, Oh So. 2 starts so far this year, Circleville and Ottawa. Most recently, Ottawa, 4th place finish out of the 4-hole, last quarter 30-3. Previous to that at Circleville, also a 4th place finish, 209-1, last quarter 30-2. The 4 horses second copy, Christopher Hope drives for Fletcher Davis. This is a Volstead filly out of the Chapter 7 mare, Copy That. Pinehurst Racing Partners out of Pinehurst, North Carolina. It's a beautiful training center in the winter down there. 1 start so far this year. That was at the Ottawa Fair, and a break at the beginning of the race, and ended up a distant 5th. And number 5 is Zell. Mark Winters is the trainer. Devin Miller is in the bike. A Centurion ATM filly from the Muscles Yankee mare. The top one, yeah. Thank you. From the Muscles Yankee mare, Anklets Away. First lifetime start for this one was a $16,000 purchase at the sale. AWS Stables and Mark Winters share the ownership. And those are your 2-year-old filly trotters for this afternoon's 5th. I've lost 2, 3 wings on my fan. 3 wings. I don't know how many I have left. Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm moving into the turn here. We're going to roll it over to Jeremy Moore, not Jeremy Smith. I'll correct myself and get it right eventually. Jeremy Moore here for race 5, second division of freshman filly trotters.
Here they come. They're off main trotting. Miss Erie from the inside goes for the lead. Cork getting away second. Third, shooting up the gap. So proud. Then fourth, it's going to be second copy. And getting away fifth is Zell. They fall in numerical order as they go down the backside. It's Miss Erie with the lead. Cork tracking along beside her. Then third, so proud. Fourth, second copy. And a gap of 5 back to Zell. They go past the opening quarter, 34 and 1/5. Miss Erie and Charlie Conrad calling the shots here. Cork second, third up on the outside. Here comes Devin Miller and Zell. Sitting in there fourth, so proud. Following cover fifth, second copy. They go by the 3A station. Miss Erie's, the in-range filly still with the lead. Charlie opens up by a couple now over second place Cork. Zell, she's got up to third. Hasn't made up any ground yet. So proud sitting fourth. And second copy trail. They go to the half. 108, 2/5. Identical quarters. First and second. Head into the clubhouse turn. Charlie asked for a little bit more from Miss Erie. Up on the outside. It's Zell. Off stride goes Cork. Getting a second over trip, second copy. She hasn't made up much ground yet. Fourth is so proud. They go past the 3/4 station, 139, 2/5, backside 31 seconds. And in the fast turn they go. Miss Erie, she's had every call. They're starting to tighten in on her. Zell on the inside. So second copy on the outside. So proud, trying to get into the mix, and down the stretch they come. Miss Erie trying to hang on. Second copy trying to get to her, but Miss Erie answers the call, takes the fifth for Charlie Conrad. Number second was second copy, third, so proud.
Charlie Conrad gets the win from the rail with Miss Erie out of the Steve Carter barn.
We don't have a final mile time there. They definitely back half, they quickened for sure.
They did.
See, that's what I don't know. Is that considered, would you always consider that fair driving? Wasn't the Meadowlands that put up you can't have a 30-second? Somebody did this year. They implemented
Did
fines. Yeah,
for slow pace?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's the Meadowlands.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's so hard. I mean, especially on a half mile is its own issue. Like, you just can't make up a ton of ground. Like, it's hard to find the space to move and whatnot. We don't have passing lanes added in the county fairs.
Right.
And then, we've seen now in multiple races this evening, we're walking to the half and then sprinting home where nobody in the back can remotely
get close.
And we actually see this at Iota. This is not just a fair issue. We see it at Iota. You let certain people up front and set the pace, and they do it every single race, and you think we'd catch on.
Hey, I'm going to go get my picture taken, okay?
Okay, how about it? I do have 1, 4, 3 across the wire. Miss Erie, Charlie Conrad for the win for Stevie Carter. This is an in-range filly. Very first lifetime start, first lifetime win. So they're already calling. Looks like we are official on the tote board, though. I was right. 1, 4, 3 across the wire. Not too terrible to call. Winner returns $460. We got our prices are a little bit better today than they were yesterday. That is Charlie's first win of the card. Didn't drive at all yesterday. And for Steve Carter, that is his first of today. Third of the meet. Had two winners last night. Here's our winner back in front of the stands. Look like it might take a moment. I don't think we have a golf cart bringing over everybody from the backside. Charlie actually just had a third place finish with a filly pacer in the Ohio Sire Stakes last night up at Northfield. Charlie trains Carson. His son did drive Venus Lade. That was one that I actually featured on Freshman Focus for the Conrads. I think she went in, I think that division went in 55 and a piece, and she was right there with him, if I'm remembering correctly. So congratulations to them. We always like to cheer on the little guys a little bit. They have a very small stable actually out of Circleville. Got, I think, one or two Indiana breds and a few Ohio breds as well. Here we come back in front of the grandstand. So waiting for that final mile time. Hopefully we'll get it in the rundown.
Winner of the 5th race, number 1, Miss Erie. 2-year-old filly by range out of Swamp for All Mare Perception. Adam Freeland, Jacob Beard, James Crawford, Oates, Steve Carter trains Charlie Conrad, and the Sulky. Inspire her first lifetime win. Blanket sponsored by Ryan Fromling and Coldwell Banker Heritage. Results are official for the 5th. Number 1, Miss Erie, your winner. The 2, Cork, 5. 3, So Proud, 3. 4, Second Copy, 2. 5, Zell.
Oh, you
4.
still didn't. Okay.
Recheck top down, 153, 2, 4, 34 and 1, 108 and 2, 139, 2. Time of the mile, 211, 1/5. 6th race coming up, driver change on the 4. My Candy Girl will be Devin Miller. Devin on the 4. 2-year-old filly Pacers need 6 of them. Bring them on out.
You hammered it.
It was good.
It was good.
It was very good.
Yes, it was.
There's your final mile time, 2:11 and 1 for Miss Erie. First lifetime start, first lifetime win. Not too bad. Originally a $37,000 purchase from the Buckeye Classic, so off to a great start. Hopefully we'll just keep going onwards and upwards there. Turn the page, race number 6, the 2nd division of 2-year-old filly pacers. Another field of 6 that we are looking for. They were already calling them out, so hopefully we will just keep chugging right along.
Yep.
You know the drill by now. We're going to take just a moment away to thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
The Fayette County Fair is back July 20th through the 25th, and that means Community Night at the Races is back. Enjoy an evening of great harness racing Wednesday, July 22nd. Post time is 5 p.m. Everyone that enters the grandstands receives a free raffle ticket for a chance to win great prizes, plus wiener dog races. Community Night at the Races is presented by the Fayette County Agricultural Society and the Fayette County Travel and Tourism Bureau. Don't miss Community Night at the Races at the Fayette County Fair July 22nd. Horses, racing, and winners. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
We are back. Whoops. Hello? Hello? Yeah? Okay. We are back. 6th race is next. Couldn't hear myself. Sometimes I just ignore myself. That time I couldn't hear myself.
You're not old enough to need hearing aids quite yet.
I thank you, Ashley. I'll just say thank you. It's heating up a little bit here in Wilmington.
We face south, right? Technically.
Yeah, I think we face
Southwest?
pretty much west-southwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our sun is creeping in on us quickly, and your fan bit the dust, didn't it?
My fan is done, man. I mean,
Didn't
this thing
last
is
very
going
long
nowhere.
this year.
It spilled before the first race, and it knocked one of the 6 blades off of it, and then Well, actually, I've lost a blade each race, so now I'm down to 0 blades by the 6th race. It is fried, I think. I might fire it back up again just to see whether or not the spinner in the middle will shoot off.
Can you open it and fix the blades, or are the blades like cracked? I'm not looking too promising here.
It's not looking that great. And I don't know if I can open the back of this thing or not. Not today. That'll take some patience, a screwdriver, and knowledge that I don't have to be able to repair it. But we shall see.
And it is warmer today here in
Yes,
Ohio
it
than it
is.
was yesterday.
Yes, it absolutely is.
We have a feels like of 95 here currently in
Is that what it
Wilmington.
is?
Yes, 90 degrees, feels like 95, and we're complaining, and we're technically still sitting in the shade. So my thoughts
For
back
another-
there in the backside that are actually having to do some hard work for these horses.
We had another row and a half before we're directly impacted by the sun.
And then there's nothing we can do
and then
but
we're done.
get a little
we can
crispy.
hide underneath that umbrella that Chris set up for the equipment.
Oh, that was another thing yesterday to say. We had no shade cover for the equipment, and it got hot. Everything was good though. We had no hiccups,
Nope,
but
we did not.
It got. I mean, it was over 100 degrees is what that temped at. The computer and everything temped at yesterday, so it was. Gets a little brutal, as we mentioned. We always appreciate the patience. We do have small hiccups here and there. It's just unfortunately the nature of the game for us. We're small in the grand scheme of it, and our setup is not the most technical. We do our best, and it's still very expensive, right, to try to do these things with the pieces of equipment that we do, and our shooters do a great job troubleshooting in the moment. But internet too. Internet has been better so far this year.
We
but
bring our own Wi-Fi.
In the past, it was very difficult.
Very challenging.
Very difficult.
Yeah, it has been very challenging in the past. No, I think we do as good a job as can be done, to be honest.
I just got 2 hillbillies on air and just figuring it out.
Yeehaw. There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
We are gathering, though, in the turn for the post parade of race 6. Looking for 6 fillies here. Still need 2 horses.
Still need 2 more. Yeah, come on, guys. Definitely had a faster pace yesterday.
Well, they probably do need to warn possibly about fines again, because that kept everybody on the ball last night, which right now we're all right, but I always do get a little touch and go when we're playing with the dark and no track lights. It's just not.
No, that's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
Right. It's just not safe. Not when it gets too dark. I asked Ashley yesterday. I was trying to remember what movie it was. It was a horse racing movie. It wasn't Secretariat. It was the other one with the kid that ended up playing Spider-Man, Seabiscuit. And remember the scene where the trainer put Seabiscuit out on the track at night, and they were trying to figure out how to get the horse to respond to the starting bell. They stole that bell from the firehouse and used it for their big match race. And they're lined up, and he's sitting on top of the horse and says to the trainer, "I can't see anything." And the trainer says, "Don't worry about it. He can see fine," which is where my question to you yesterday came out.
Maybe that's true. I say Michael asked me yesterday if horses have
night vision.
Yeah, I say good eyesight. And I said, I wouldn't, in the dark.
Yeah.
And I don't think so. I mean, possibly better vision than people just because their eyes are, if you don't know, now you know.
4 times the size.
Horses have the largest eye of any land mammal.
Yep.
Even elephants, yeah.
Even elephants.
The only animal with I should say mammal at least, with a larger eye is the blue whale.
Is that right?
Yep. I'm telling you, don't question me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you something. To sit here with Ashley and get these facts and figures is pretty cool. Let's go up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 6th race. Second division, 2 Payson fillies for a purse of $3,894. The 1, Crosswind Cupid, Jason Beatty. The 2, Hazel's Dance, Christopher Hope. The 3, Drop Pocket, Jeff Nysonger. The 4, My Candy Girl, Driver's Change, Devin Miller. The 5, Wiki Tree, Clayton Pfeiffer. Start for the 2nd tier, the 6th, Elastic Heart, Kenny Holiday in the sulky. Horses go right to the starting gate. Wager now. Don't be shut out.
Still messing around here with his fan in the back. He's struggling a little bit, but we'll go ahead and take a little bit of a deeper look into race 6, second division of freshman Philly Pacers. $3,894 on the line. Not too much to say about these girls, right? We're still very early in the season.
Yes.
2-year-olds, we don't have too much to go off of. But David Elliott does train the 1 Crosswind Cupid. This is a bit of a legend in Philly. Jason Beatty gets the call. She has had a single lifetime start, and that came back at Ottawa. Unfortunately, she made a break right out of the gate and kind of continued to stay on that run for a majority of the race. She finished 5th at distance, so unfortunately no time to share with you. And she's a homebred, though, however, born right here in Ohio, bred right here in Ohio. Crosswind Standardbred Farm still owns her today.
Number 2 is Hazel's Dance. Christopher Hope drives for Fletcher Davis. Pinehurst Racing Partners are the owners of this Dancing Yankee filly by the Huntsville mare Hazel on a Hunt. 2 starts so far this year, was a winner. First time out in Ottawa in 2:03.4, last quarter 29-1, and then broken equipment with a break at Scioto, racing in the non-winners of won for $12,000, but still ended up pacing in 58-4, last quarter 29-4.
Our 3-horse Jeff Nysonger trains and drives this Money Mickey filly. Drop Pocket out of Corner Pocket, an artificial mare owned and bred by Stephen Sexton of Xenia, Ohio, not too far down the road at all. 2 lifetime starts to give you, and I want to talk about the last start in particular. Up in Northfield, she... Oh, he's not saying anything for it. Okay,
No.
Sorry about that.
you're
Northfield
good.
Park was her last start here. It was a 2-year-old race, non-winners of 1, and she looks like she raced very tough. She
Yep.
drew the 7-hole, got away 6, and remember, and this is at Northfield, another half-mile track. She looked like she came first up and just charged quite a bit. Might have got a little bit tired there.
yeah.
She still came across, had a 4th-place check, and 58-4, final quarter, 29-2. It does say a homebred, must have been a buyback of some sort. We do have a list price of $8,000 from the Ohio Selected sale.
Number 4 is My Candy Girl. Devin Miller and the bike for Mark Winters. This is a Fear the Dragon filly from the Always a Virgin mare, Candy's a Virgin. 1 start, that was at the Ottawa Fair with Chuck Bolin and the bike. Came out of the 3-hole and finished 4th by 9 1/4 lengths. This one was bred by the Emerald Highlands Farm here in Ohio.
Mickey Tree is another Monty Mickey owned and trained by Ed Davis. Clayton Pfeiffer is going to get the drive. Very first lifetime start, but we do have a qualifier at Scioto in 2:01.1.
And the 6 is Elastic Heart. Kenny Holiday for Brian Georges. A Catch the Fire filly from a Western Hanover mare, Red Carpet Queen. Lucky Label Stable is the owner. Let's go up to Jeremy Moore for the call of the 6th race.
Are we still on?
From the middle of the track, Drop Pocket goes to the lead from the inside. Hazel's Dance trying to beat him to it. Get ready third from the second tier. Elastic Heart, 4th on the outside. My Candy Girl in right 5th. We're right good across Wind Cupid. And Mickey Tree trails. Flip down to the backside. Hazel's Dance with the lead. But Nysonger wants to lead with Drop Pocket. Hope's going to stretch him out a little bit, get the right third. Elastic Heart, it's a gap of 8, back to Crosswind Cupid. Quarter time, 29 flat.
Wow.
Not bad at all. Jeez.
No, and didn't look that
You gotta
fast.
say they're stretched out.
The lead, Hazel's Dance, second. Tighten it up third, Elastic Heart. Got 6, back to Crosswind Cupid. My Candy Girl, and then Mickey Tree trails. They go in front of the stands for the first time. Drop Pocket, the Monty Mickey Billy leads the way. Hazel's Dance talking it up for her. Half time, 1 minute, 1/5. Here comes Kenny Holiday with Elastic Heart. First move, go after the leader. Crosswind Cupid trying to stay with her. My Candy
Little thing.
Wow.
They flip down to the back side.
This is what Jeff's gonna do. See,
He sucked him in.
yeah.
With the lead, she's answered the call. Elastic Heart getting there second.
That's a little thing, though. Wow.
Crosswind Cupid trying to get into the mix. My Candy Girl, and then Mickey True. 3/4 and 1:30 and 1/5. Backside, 30 seconds flat. Drop Pocket opens up by 2 over Elastic Heart. Back 4, back to Hazel's Dance. And then Crosswind Cupid. Down the stretch it comes.
Ooh.
Get him back, Jason.
Rounds out the show. Time the mile, 158, 3 minutes.
Wow.
I don't think our mics are on quite yet. Oh, we are. Sorry about that, guys.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh.
Say anything bad?
No, didn't
No.
say nothing
Okay,
bad.
good.
I was actually pretty impressed by, it was our second horse, ended up second at least, was the little 6 horse, small little thing.
Small little thing is right. Thank you, man.
Final mile time, 1:58 and 3. We
Yes.
are once again troubleshooting of some nature. At least we've got a couple guys working on it.
Yep.
Sorry. And then again, I just mentioned, thanks for staying patient. We are subject to the elements sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't. We'll go back through. I do have 3-6-2 across the wire. The one was putting in some steps. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did.
One was putting in some steps, but I don't really consider it a break. Putting in some odd steps, though, right in front of the wire, so I'm going to wait to
Yeah,
call
see what
that
they
one.
do there. Yeah.
But I do have the quarter in 29 flat to the half and a minute and 1, 3/4, 1:30 and 1, and again, final mile time, 1:58 and 3. They were stepping, they were stretched out, and that was a very nice race put up by our 3-horse drop pocket.
57 and 3 last half. Really.
58.
Was it
50,
58?
right? I don't. Never mind.
The half was-
I don't
what
know.
was
Don't
it?
ask me to do
What-
math.
By Bonnie Dickey, the artificial mayor, quarter pocket. Homebred for owner Stephen Sexton. Jeff Niceholder trains and drives. First lifetime win for drop pocket. Blanket sponsored in memory of Bob Mason, who's a longtime horseman staple here in Wilmington. This race was sponsored by his son Roger, and the family is heavily involved in the fair, including
Swallowing the
Chad, who's a
microphone.
member of the Clinton County Fair Board. He's also official for the 6, the 1, Crossman Cupid for 2, Hazel's Dance 3, 3, Drop Pocket your winner, 4, My Candy Girl 5, Mickey Tree 6, and 6, Elastic Heart 2. Recheck top down, 431, 562, 29 flat to the quarter, 1 minute, 1/5 to the half, 1:30 and 1, top of the mile, 1:58, 3/5. Race 7 coming up.
Okay.
Second division, 3-year-old trot fillies.
Congratulations to Jeff Neisinger, trainer and driver of Drop Pocket, and Stephen Sexton, the owner from over in Xenia, the Monty Mickey filly, 158 and 3 last quarter, 28 and 2, and that is 2 wins and 3 starts so far this year. We are 1/3 of the way through today's racing program. And when we come back for the 7th, we will have 3-year-old second division filly trotters. Full field of 6. We'll be back shortly.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
I believe we're back.
Race 7 coming up next, another division, second division of our sophomore filly trotters. Looking for, once again, a field of 6. They have been very full. There are lots of ladies. I just cannot believe how many racehorses are in Ohio right now.
Yeah.
It is
thousands.
quite remarkable.
There's thousands.
And you got to think, too, not all these 2-year-olds made it. Like, there's plenty that have been turned out.
Oh,
Plenty that aren't going to
yeah,
come
that
till
aren't
3.
racing,
Till,
yes.
Yeah, there are plenty that had just, or might just come later in the season still.
Right.
There are a lot of horses. I don't know. We could always ask Susan Schroeder. She usually gets the report of how many mares are bred and how many babies drop every year, and then how many are registered. And so if we actually wanted to know the final number of how many 2-year-olds,
2-year-olds, yeah.
that are on the ground and can race this year, we could always ask her, because it's pretty
It's
significant.
a big number, yeah.
Say there are rules for the studs, how many mares that they can cover. And I can't remember that. Is it 180?
Yeah, it's huge.
I'm going to say it's still a lot, and there's a lot of
it's-
studs to go around.
Yeah, but I was looking at, I was actually looking at that on Pathway and USTA last week, because I was searching for Quattro de Julio babies.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Huntsville had 120 or something like that for the year.
See, I can't remember off the top of my head what that, but I mean, we've got multiple very well-known breeding farms
Yeah,
that have multiple
they stay
studs,
busy.
Yeah.
They do.
And then there's always your, couple homebreds, that stand
Yeah.
and only cover a couple mares here and there.
Those
but
are the guys I'm rooting for at the fairs.
You know what? Matt Rowe has a Mr. Apples this year. She qualified twice in 55 and then came back the next gen. Unfortunately, just didn't have the best drive. She was never put in the race. And I don't know if I don't think she raced I don't know if she raced the Sire Stakes last night, actually.
Qualified in 55?
Twice,
Wow.
consistently. And then just next gen did not pan
2-year-old?
out. 2-year-old. And she's a Mr. Apples.
Wow.
Which Mr. Apples also, do you remember Black Hole a handful of years ago?
I do not.
I can't remember. I mean, he was in the, did he win the Sire Stake final? He was tough. I mean, regardless, why I bring that up is he was also a very, very tough horse, and he was a Mr. Apples.
Oh,
but outside
wow.
of that, he hasn't, Mr. Apples did not hit much. And I want to say this is the very last crop of Mr. Apples
Mr.
because he
Apples.
passed away he was an older stud anyway.
Okay.
But he passed away last year. So this should be,
This should be the end.
I think this should be his final crop. And like we just said, we like to root on the smaller guys every once in a while.
for sure.
But when it comes to pace and studs, it is hard to go to bat up against the Down by the Seaside, right? When it comes to quality and quantity,
Yes.
percentage-wise of what's making it. And I'm trying to think who else. Catch the Fire's come on all right. Newer.
Yeah.
Standing newer.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
last year was his first crop. Catch the Fire. We've seen them all across the board. She's a Fire woman. Was the best one by far that Catch the Fire produced last year. She was second in the Sire Stake finals,
Right.
but she was undefeated through all of the legs. She was a very tough, little gray mare. Mark Winters trains. Well said. Still, I mean, there's some older studs that still produce some quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when it comes to Down by the Seaside, he put us on the map on an I guess technically international, because he goes to, is it New Zealand or Australia he stands?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yep, I believe it's New Zealand.
And on the Grand Circuit, Down by the Seasides, let's talk about Brandon Boulevard. He's a Down by the
He's a
Seaside Ohio
Seaside,
bred
yep.
who is just lighting up right
Yeah.
now. He was very nice last year, but he is on fire right now. Has never raced in Ohio.
Nope, not yet.
That's okay.
We'll see him in October.
Really,
He'll
what
be
I
here.
say, in the nicest way, we have a 3-year-old colt pacer, and it's okay if Brandon Boulevard doesn't want to. I doubt he's staked to the Sire Stakes because he's just a Grand Circuit. He is
Right.
aimed that direction for good reason. He can hold his own and is doing very well. But
So does your mom have any favored studs or mares?
No.
No.
no, I can tell who she has one she doesn't like. She does not like a Fear the Dragon.
Really?
And I do. Everybody always says,
Well,
I do like.
they're hit and miss.
I do, right. And
hit and miss.
we had a couple Fear the Dragons that I just thought were so hardy. They wanted to race, they wanted to dig, but they kind of had bad attitudes, and the bad attitude is what
She doesn't
did
like.
it on my mom.
Got
yeah.
it. Okay. She
We've
wants nice
actually,
horses.
I don't think we've ever had a Down by the Seaside because, one, We do own. I got a Phil and Fran, which is. So we get a homebred every once in a while out of her.
Right.
But she did have it down by the seaside, but we sold that one through public auction.
Okay.
And then outside of buying them at public auction, you really can't touch it down by the seaside.
Yeah, not easy.
So unless they've got a crooked leg and everything else.
Right.
So we actually haven't had it down by the seaside, and she kind of goes all over the place. She will go back, and I can't blame her. I always like looking at a program and seeing something my dad trained as far as the dam goes.
Of course.
And she will go back if we have any kind of connection. We actually, this fall, Shake It Mary. I don't know if that's going to ring a bell for a handful of people out there listening. She was a very nice trot mare that my dad had. And the owner ended up selling her. Actually, I think before my dad passed, actually, we sold her. And that was one that he regretted selling. She was a very nice mare, but she's got her first colt. And it's a colt. You know what they say. You want the first colt.
You want the first colt, yes.
And she's got a colt going through the cell, and Micah is who I think is pushing that baby through the cell. And my mom texted Micah and was like, hey, if you want to private sell that thing first, let me know. I'd love to get a piece of that colt.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. I think it's a long tom. Long tom, which is still, we talk about, yesterday we talked a little bit about studs and how there's always the up and coming. Everybody always wants the new.
Yes.
But long tom is still... He's been standing here for
strong.
a while, but
and still strong.
He still absolutely produces, that's for sure.
No question about it. Well, we are just not getting them out as quick as we did yesterday.
We are not. We've got, I think, 4. I think there's one on the 5. 5 out looking for 6, possibly, unless one of those is a warm-up at a bike. We've got 18 we're bringing you this evening. At some point, we will get through them. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. I don't even know what time it is. I think Bell Fountain is about to go.
They're 6 o'clock, right?
They are 6 o'clock post, and Cortland started at 4:30. And I don't know how many races Cortland had.
Cortland's second thing is 4:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, their second card is started at 4:30. And I'm not sure how many races they had on that second card, but it's possible that they get done before we do here.
At this pace, they very well may. Do what? Is it 2 hours? Is it 6 o'clock?
Yeah, we're at 6 o'clock, 5:55 right now.
Wow. 20 minutes. Yeah. We were just saying much slower. It was, much slower today than yesterday getting them out.
Chris, was I wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4,
No, I wasn't
5.
wrong. What'd you just send me?
That says it was tied with an author.
Oh, I believe that.
Let's go up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
know him personally, but he's been driving here and there at the fairs since the
Yeah,
start
I've
of the
seen
season.
it. Yep.
No audio.
From the announcer. We didn't get a post parade, did we?
No. Well, Chris, you want to put us back on, and then if
You're on.
oh, sorry, and then we'll give you what we got.
We'll give you the post parade.
Say it was not on our end. There was no announcer audio from the fairgrounds at that point. All right. So on the one, we've got J.J. Carter now on My Pal Gracie. Joe Wilson trains. This is an Enterprise filly out of a My Pal Megan, a Don't You Forget It mare. We do have one lifetime start that came at Circleville on June 21st. Had a 4th place finish and stayed flat the whole mile, so you got to count that in there.
Yep.
4th place finish, 2:11 flat, final quarter 32-1.
Number 2 is So Radiant. Roy Wilson in the bike for April Roach, who trains and owns. The Marcel filly out of the Archangel mare, I'm an Angel. 6 starts so far this year, 1 win and 1 third place finish. Last race at Scioto. The non-winners of 1, paced in 59 last quarter in 31 seconds. But at the fairs, raced pretty good. At Ottawa, a third-place finish, 2:05 and 3, and won at Circleville by 5 lengths in 2:06 and 4.
Lost in Hollywood, Charlie Conrad, 2 train and drive. This is another Enterprise filly out of Father Patrick Mayer. 2 lifetime starts just this year. Didn't start last year as a 2-year-old at all. Coming off of a second-place finish at Circleville in 2:07 and 4, final quarter there, 30 and 2. Looking back, we did have quite a few qualifiers at Miami Valley. Looks like the fastest time that I can give you was back on March 20th, 2:01 and 4.
With a break.
Yeah, good
came
catch,
back
yep.
and closed nice. Number 4, Cruisin' Daisy with Jeff Neisinger, Don Pfister,
Oh, yeah,
trainer.
there you go.
Did I miss it?
Don Pfister's now driving his own as well.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Senator Sam filly from the Master Levesque mare Annie's Master. Debbie Farrington out of Marysville is the owner. She's just had 2 starts at our fairs so far this year. Marion in Ottawa, a 5th-place finish and a 4th-place finish, and Debbie bred the horse at home.
Can leaving from the far outside in the 5th post position. Jeff Neisinger for Mark Winters. This is a Marseille filly. 2 back at Scioto Downs and a non-winners of 1. She went in 1:56 and 3. Still looking for the first seasonal win.
And number 6, Passing with a Sigh, Randy Tharps for James Cargo, who trains and owns a long Tom filly from the Groton Hall mare Jane Erie. 11 starts this year, a win, 2/3. Up to Jeremy for the call of the 7th.
Here off and trot from the inside. So Radiant goes for the lead from the outside. Can. Trying to drop in third. Off stride goes Lost in Hollywood. 4th, Passion with the Side. 5th, My Pal Gracie. And trying to move up is Cruisin' Daisy. They flip down to the backside, head to the quarter pole. It's So Radiant with the lead. Can had a miscue. 3rd, Passion with the Side. 4th, Cruisin' Daisy. 5th, My Pal Gracie. And far back, Lost in Hollywood. Then opening quarter, 31, 2/5. Can made a break, but went off stride again. So Radiant gonna inherit the lead back. Passion with the Side, Tharps trying to move. Going in between horses there. Passion with the Side up on the outside. So Radiant on the inside. Can. Back in the mix. Cruisin' Daisies gathered them up 4th. Back at 10. Back to My Pal Gracie. Halftime on a run. 2/5. 30 seconds. Second panel. And off stride went Passion with Side. Off stride. Can. So Radiant once again gonna inherit the lead. Flip down the backside to 3/4. So Radiant back on top. Cruisin' Daisy. Don Feaster, the old veteran, trying to get back in it. Can back to trot 3rd. Back a gap. Back to Passion with the Side. 3/4 and 1. 31. 3/5. Midway around the final turn. So Radiant, she hasn't made a break yet. Can. Off stride again. Cruisin' Daisy trying to reel her in. They hit the top of the stretch. So Radiant, Roy Wilson, it's all over but the Conrad win photo. So Radiant, Roy Wilson, take the 7th. Cruisin' Daisy, 2nd. And up for 3rd, Can. Time of the mile, 2:02.
Can broke 3 times and still ended up finishing 3rd.
All kinds of trot though, but I mean this she makes a break all the time.
Yes, she does.
You know, looking at her lines, this is something that she has absolutely struggled with, but she's got all kinds of trot, but no manners right now to mind it.
Yep.
But I do have 2, 4, 5, 6 across the wire. So Radiant gets it done. April Rocha trainer Roy Wilson with a driving victory. That's the 2nd on the season, 2nd lifetime win as well. And just 7 starts this year.
Yeah, final time of the mile, 2:02 flat, which is not bad.
New lifetime mark.
Yep, about 4 seconds.
Originally just a $5,000 purchase a couple years ago at the Buckeye Classic sale. She's about What is she lifetime now? About $8,000.
Not bad. Hey,
So
Chris, your phone is back in the sun. Yep. No, that was pretty good. See what happens when 5 horses break and you're the only one that stays flat?
And, I mean, I got to give her to her. She minded her manners. We are two front runners were on a break, and she went right in between them. Minded her manners the entire time.
She definitely did. Yes, she definitely did. And here comes Roy.
Number 2, so Radiant. 3, followed by Marcel, the Archangel Mare. I'm an Angel. April Roach owns and trains. Roy Wilson in the sulky. Second win of the year for So Radiant. New Lifetime Mark. Blanket sponsored by South Street Tax Services. Results are official. The 1 by Tom Gracie, 5. The 2, So Radiant, your winner. 3, Lawson Hollywood, 6. 4, Cruising Daisy, 2. 5, Can She Can, 3. 6, Passion with the Side, 4. Recheck top down, 516, 234.
You take us out.
31 and 2 to the quarter, 101 and 2 to the half, 131 and 3. Time to mile, 202. 8th race coming up.
That does it official for race 7. Quite a few more to go. Total of 18 to bring you this evening, but that one was all So Radiant. Second lifetime win, second in the season here. 202 flat, new lifetime mark. Roy Wilson gets his first driving victory, as well as April Roach as a trainer. Turning the page, race number 8. Coming up next, second division of 3-year-old filly pacers, $3,756. And you guessed it, another very full field. 6 horses to bring you for race 8. Let's thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
We are back. Race number 8 coming up. We do have a couple warm-ups on the track, of course. No one has stepped it out. We are running quite a bit slower than we were yesterday, but thanks for joining us and through all of our hiccups as well. Taking a look at some of the chat, I appreciate. I was corrected there. It's 148. Gosh darn, 140 mares a stallion can cover. I appreciate the correction. I knew it was up there. I think I originally said 180, and that's because to be a part of the Ohio Breeders Program, the mare has to stand 188 days. So, 187. Wow, too many numbers to remember, but I appreciate it. Chris, you want to talk to me about your new job? So Chris is... If you've been hanging around with us for a handful of years, you're familiar with Chris. He helps us out quite a bit. He also, what's your title with Miami Valley and Dayton?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're kind of quiet, but I hear you.
Miami Valley and Dayton, I was the director of the television production.
So you said you fully moved on?
I fully moved
I did
on.
not know that. Well, I knew the new job, but I just didn't know how it played with everything else.
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell us about the new job.
I work for Equibase. It's a horse racing
I'm
company.
familiar with it, actually. I
Yeah.
think they deal quite a bit with thoroughbreds.
Right.
I think that's how it's been
Stats
pushed to
and-
me a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of charting, a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm not in that area. My title is account manager.
Okay.
So what I do is I go from track to track, installing, maintaining, and training for the timing system that we have, which is all GPS trackers that go in the saddle pads.
Right.
So we put the trackers in there, and that goes up to a satellite and beams back down to our system, and you can see them on the screen.
I love that. That is.
It creates the chicklets. It's not foolproof. There's some hiccups, like
Naturally, as we've kind of
with anything
we are
right.
familiar with here.
But for the most part, it's the standard. So it's really cool because I get to travel a lot, and instead of doing like 3 jobs, which I was kind of doing with my previous position, directing, managing, and then field operation, now I'm just in the field. So taking care of different stuff. I was at Ellis Park a couple weeks ago for their opening. I trained a new person for the trackers, and then I went to Lone Star to get some of our equipment in Texas just yesterday, actually.
Say, it sounds like you can be all over the place at any given time.
Right, yes.
But you enjoy the travel part of it.
Yeah, I'd like to plan ahead, but you don't get that luxury
Sometimes
all
it's
the
a
time
give and a
here.
take, right?
Right. So, but that's kind of that's the nature of this gig, that you're doing a lot of remote work in between those trips, and the trade-off is that you have to travel when they ask you to.
And how long have you been with Equibase now?
It's a little over 3 months.
Oh, gotcha. So we're still fresh in it, but still enjoying it, and thankfully you still get to help OHHA out quite a bit too as a shooter.
Yes. I asked them in the interview.
Oh,
I was like, hey,
really? Okay.
is it okay? I'm kind of a part of the OHHA. And
oh,
they
like,
were like
what's it called? The conflict of interest? Were you worried about that at all, or just the schedule-wise?
I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to handle anything with you guys anymore.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like feeling them out to see. They went with it. They said it was okay. So no conflicts as of yet. I told them that, if I do get called away, I will have to put you guys on hold, the OHHA, but that was with my other job too.
I'm gonna say, and have you been around racing pretty much your entire life?
No.
You're an Illinois guy.
I had no idea there was a harness racing until college.
Oh, really?
So I was in school for television production and film production, and I ended up here. It's
provided a decent career for you so far.
It was not intended for sure, but when I was taking my TV production class, my instructor knew some people at Balmoral Racetrack that they wanted to show us a real control room. So we went and did that, and they took my name down and eventually called me, and I started doing camera in the towers and just worked my way up.
So you worked your way up by all means.
People died and people left, and they were like, well, Chris isn't as bad as this guy, so I guess we
got to deal with it.
Yeah.
So previously you had still been going out to do the state fair at Illinois.
Correct.
Springfield, right?
Happen.
Oh, really?
Well, personally, just because I've been doing it for 10 years, and it's like 3 weeks of my life.
Yeah, and so you're kind of away from us a significant amount of time. Yeah.
Not only just you. Yes, I'm going to miss you guys.
Well, thanks.
Of course, but that's like a big chunk of my summer too, and I can't go anywhere. I do have animals.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult for me.
Still waiting for a couple to make their way onto the track. But, Chris, thanks for talking to us. There was one more thing I was going to ask you, and now the announcer broke up my train of thought. We were talking about Miami Valley and your job, and you know what?
Cats. We were talking about pets. Illinois State
I
Fair.
promise it was racing related, but I don't know if I remember
racing.
now.
I have a cat. Yeah. Well, they're multiplying. Yeah. That's great. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely great.
For the post parade for this afternoon's 8th race.
Horses on the track, parade to post for the 8th race, second division, 3-year-old pace Phillies. First at $3,756. The 1, Sunday Thunder with Jeff Nicehonger. The 2, Just Fooling Around with Alex Blumel. The 3, Means Hill, Jacob Bird. The 4, It's Not Your Turn, Kenny Holiday. 5, Tippin' Tequila gets Roy Wilson and start from the second tier and dropping a blue chip. Charlie Conrad in the sulky. Horse is going to go right to the gate. 3 horse will be post parade the right way of the track.
That was your post parade for this afternoon's 8th race. This is 3-year-old filly Pacers.
From the rail, we've got Jeff Nicehonger for Hetty pulling Sunday Thunder. This is a well-said filly out of Thunder, again, a Dragon Again mare owned out of Anderson, Indiana by Oval R Harness, LLC. I wouldn't say lightly started, but 7 seasonal starts last year as a freshman, 9 so far this year, and we did break the maiden, a handful back up there at Northfield Park. We won in 1:59.3. The next week, though, are you correcting me?
No, I was just going to say on a sloppy track, that's pretty impressive.
And the next week, we actually came back quite a bit faster, finished 4th in that same class, actually, but we went in 1:57.2, $8,000, just over $8,000 made. Lifetime for Sunday Thunder.
Number 2 is Just Fooling Around. Alex Willems in the bike for Brian Georges. This is a Fool Me Once filly from the World of Rock and Roll mare Casey's Co-op. Philip Dish is the owner from up in Boyceville, Wisconsin. Hello, Philip. Hope you're watching from up there. It's a homebred for Philip and first lifetime start here today.
Speedy as Hill is our 3-horse. Jacob Bear trains and drives. This is a Racing Hill filly out of a Stand Forever mare, Forever Speedy. 13 seasonal starts last year, 3 so far this year, and we're still looking to break the maiden. We're coming off of a qualifier at Scioto Downs on June 6th. Did have a 4th place finish in 1:59.1, but if we do go a handful back at actually last year, we did have at Dayton Raceway a 4th place finish in 1:57.4, and so far that is our fastest, our best beaten time.
Number 4, It's Not Your Turn, Kenny Holiday for the Luther team. Summa Cum Laude filly from the Rock and Roll Heaven mare, Nacho Mama Blue Chip. Love that name, Nacho Mama Blue Chip.
Our 5-horse is Tippin' Tequila, Roy Wilson for Tommy Jones. This is a Down by the Seaside, looking to go 3 in a row. Fastest time that I can see on here is 1:54 flat.
And number 6, Andromeda Blue Chip, Charlie Conrad for Alicia Hanners. Let's go up to Jeremy Moore for the call of the 8th. Can't recall for brakes. Come on, Jeremy, look at it.
Why are we recalling for brakes? What?
We're live.
Okay.
I didn't see any interference. I only saw a brake. Brakes are not an excusable reason to have a recall.
Well, the reality of it is that's why we're not judges, right? There's probably things that we aren't seeing that they may have, especially in the starting gate there. But we do have a recall for race A charged against the 1. Going to take just a moment to gather them back up.
Yep.
Was somebody offsides?
Possibly.
Yeah.
That'd be a good call. Yes.
That's our 3rd recall of the day.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was 2.
Nope, we recalled.
Nope, that's 3.
It was like 2 and race 2 and 3, and then.
I must have.
Oh yeah, when you went to go feed us across
Yes.
the way.
You went burger shopping.
I want another one.
They were good.
They were good.
It was very good. So there's our promo for Sam's Meats here in
Yeah,
Wilmington.
right. Absolutely.
They support the Harness Horsemen. They had co-sponsored a cookout, and then Chris walked over and got us a couple little sliders. And they were
very cool.
good.
Very delicious. Okay, they have gathered back up and approaching the starting gate at the top of the last turn. So we'll be going here in just a second. The 4-horse, It's Not Your Turn with Kenny Holiday for the Luthers, is the 1-9 favorite here in the 8th race. There is pari-mutuel wagering here at the Clinton County Fair. Okay. They look good. Let's go up to Jeremy.
Number 8. Here they go. They're off in basin. Once again, Tip and Tequila, Nacho Turn go for the lead. Getting away third is just moving around. Fourth, Speediest Hill. Fifth, Andromeda Blue Chip. Trailing the field is Sunday Thunder. So they flip down to the quarter pole. It's Nacho Turn and Kenny Holiday claim the lead. Tip and Tequila, Roy Wilson's got a handful sitting in the pocket. Grab the 4, back to just fooling around. So 4, Speediest Hill. Quarter 28, 4 fifths. It's Nacho Turn with the lead. He's opened up by 2 over. It's Nacho Turn, just fooling around, sitting third. Gap of 5, back to Speediest Hill. Andromeda Blue Chip, sitting 5th. And Sunday Thunder still trails. End of the half here for the stands. It's Nacho Turn. Roy Wilson's got a big hold on Tip and Tequila. Halftime, 59 seconds, 30-1, second panel. And into the clubhouse turn, it's Nacho Turn with the lead. Roy Wilson starting to tip out with Tip and Tequila. He's going to go after the leader. A gap of 6, back to just fooling around. The first lifetime starter. Set 4th, Andromeda Blue Chip. 5th on the inside, Speediest Hill. Sunday Thunder passes him for 5th. It's 3/4 pole, 128, 1/5, midway around the final turn. It's Nacho Turn with the lead. He's turned away Tip and Tequila. Grab a 6, back to no fooling around. Andromeda Blue Chip trying to get around her. Up the stretch, it's gonna be. It's Nacho Turn, Kenny Holiday. Take the 8th, 2nd, Tip and Tequila, 3rd, Andromeda Blue Chip. Time of the mile, 1:55, 4 fifths.
She didn't quite go as fast as some of our colts yesterday.
No, but a pretty good
She's
mile.
right there with them. And I think I took off my headset, but I think you mentioned she just raced and was second in
151.
151
and
in
the
a P.
non-winners of 2.
Right,
Yeah.
Cam Holman 27-4 her last start. So it looks.
27-3 here for the last quarter.
What was to the half? Did you get the half?
No, I got the quarter
I think
and
it
the
was
3/4 in the final.
59, but I don't know if it was 59 flat or 59 a piece. You know, interesting to see that, well, she just went in 51, so we'll see how she's going to play out. You know, Todd and Greg are going to figure out where they're going to place her going forward, just because she's lightly started this year, coming back a little bit later than some of the other 3-year-olds, but she raced third leg of the Buckeye Claiming Series. But if you're going in 51, I think you should be not
moving up.
Right now.
Yeah, trying to
at least
move
in the
up.
straights, right?
Absolutely.
And I would assume that the Luthers are going to stake to everything. They're not going to.
I would think so. Yeah.
So she might be.
Yeah.
OSS eligible as well.
Yep.
I do have 4, 5, 6, 2 across the wire. It's Nacho Turn.
Roy Wilson did a good job staying close.
Yeah, considering
First race good, and he had a monster grip going to the half. So
Ken Holiday that's going to be his second driving win on the card, third of the meet already. And Todd Luther, I think, had a winner, 2 winners today, and another additional one yesterday.
The Luther team has really built up their business. They have built and have a bunch of mares down at their farm and their new facility down in Paris, Kentucky. We spoke to Greg briefly yesterday. Mentioned they might be looking to get one of the.
Back in front of the stands, winner of the 8th race, number 4, it's Nacho Turn. 3-year-old fella by Summa Cum Laude, have the rock and roll heaven mare, Nacho Mama Blue Chip. Owned by Greg Luther Racing, trained by Todd Luther, Kenny Holiday in the sulky. Gives Nacho Turn her second win of the season. Blanket sponsored by Wilmington College Agricultural Department. Announcer official, the 1, Sunday Thunder, 5. The 2, just forward round, 4. The 3, Speedy as Hill, 6. 4, it's Nacho Turn, your winner. The 5, Tip It Tequila, 2. The 6, Andromeda Blue Chip, 3. Top down, 5, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. Quarter time, 28-4. Halftime, 59 flat.
59 flat.
3 quarters, 128-1. Time of the mile, 155. 4 fifths. 9th race coming up. Driver change on the 2. We go coach. Would be Randy Tharps. Randy on the 2. We go coach. We need 6 of you, Barrier. Bring them on out to Euro Trot, Phillies.
Sponsored by Wilmington College. I didn't get to do my little promo.
Oh, you
my little
didn't.
promo
You're
there.
right.
Maybe
You're right.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to have plenty of time to talk about that at some
We
point
got a
this
lot of time.
evening.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize, and I'm
Didn't
trying to
that
see
either.
who represented, and in the winner's circle, Wilmington College, and I unfortunately don't recognize anybody. Does that mean I'm old? If I don't recognize anybody?
No, it's just that they're younger.
They're definitely older than me, but we're not around during I graduated in 2020, and that was. What a tough year to graduate high school, college, all the things was 2020.
Yeah, my
Oof.
son too at college
Really?
that year.
Yep.
Yeah, up in San Francisco.
Did they ever let him come back to physically walk?
No.
To get his diploma?
No.
Yeah. That was
No.
one thing Wilmington did for me in 2021
Did they?
is they did let me
They
come back
scheduled
and
it?
physically walk in 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
56-4 last half for It's Nacho Turn. Congrats to the Luther team and Kenny Holiday and the bike. When we come back for the 9th, 2-year-old Philly Trotters, the 3rd of 4 divisions for that field, and we'll have those for you shortly. You're watching live harness racing from the Clinton County Fairgrounds in Wilmington, Ohio, and we will be back shortly.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion, In Range, set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
We're back.
We are back. We have it's
it's not helping that much.
We're creeping up the grandstands, and
Yeah.
we unfortunately have no further back we can go because
No.
the sun is
Would
coming
help
in.
What?
if we just had like a sunscreen drop down from the awning here.
Right in front of us?
Yeah.
Something to block the races?
Well, no. Like it would be about.
How do we get a sponsorship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's got a big shade umbrella?
A tarp.
Tarp, yeah. There you go.
Got 3, need 3
Got
for
3,
race
need
number
3.
9.
Well,
We've
good.
got
It corrected his math.
We're bringing 18-2 today. Took us an hour and a half to get through 8, so I've been worried about pace, because it was dark. I think we finished up 9:15ish last night.
Yep.
It was starting to get a little dark.
Yes, it
was
was.
starting to get a little questionable.
Yes, it absolutely was.
But I don't think that's well.
We'll see.
It seems to be a little bit of a Horseman problem. We're struggling to get out when we're being called. And funny enough, if you guys have noticed, well, probably not catching it on air, but Michael, if you've noticed enough, it's almost always the small guy who might have 1 or 2 horses in that isn't quite timing everything correctly.
Yeah,
But the big
agree.
stables usually they
ready.
got it down pat. Well, they got a lot of help. Got a lot of help to get
They
done.
got a lot of help, yeah.
I did not check on yesterday's program how Bell Fountain ended up, but I'm going to assume that's where Hank Levan and Rosie Weaver were, talking about larger stables that just have a system.
Right.
Coming into yesterday, I don't have updates from last night, but coming into yesterday, Jeff Neisonger was leading drivers. Hank Levan was sitting second. I'm sure that might be somewhat similar because Jeff's had a few wins here as well. Not sure how many Hank racked up yesterday.
Okay. Now we're ready. Post parade for the 9th race.
Horses are on the track ready to post for the 9th race. 3rd division, 3-year-old trot fillies for a purse of $5,106. So 1, Give Me Some Money with Jeff Neisonger. To 2, We Go Coach with Randy Tharps now driving. The 3, Trot on Cash, Casey Kelly. 4, Royal Time with Kenny Holiday. The 5, Money Missing with Jason Beatty. Parade class is 6, Busy with Roy Wilson in the sulky. Horses will be going right to the gate. Don't get shut out. Wager now.
Filly Trotters for the 9th race this afternoon from the rail out. Number 1 is Gimme Some Money. Jeff Neisinger trains and drives. Kathy G., Marilyn Irvine, and the Neisinger stable share ownership. This is a ready for money filly from the RC Royalty mare, Some Royalty. Off to a good start this year. 3 starts, 1 win, 1 second place finish. Had a break in the qualifier last time, but 1 race in Marion in 2:10-1, and was second at Circleville in 2:07-3.
We Go Coach, leaving out of the 2-hole heel, Randy Tharps to get the drive for Nate Alexander, owned out of Westerville, Ohio by, I don't know if that's going to be pronounced Air Stable or AIR, the way that it's spaced out there. But from Westerville, as I mentioned, this is a Coach K Hanover filly out of a jailhouse. Jesse Mayer, Come On, We Go. Just 1 lifetime start, and that was way back at Circleville on June 21st. We did make quite a few breaks and finished 5th at distance, so that 5th place finish did rack her up some money. Came back to qualify the week after that, and once again was a breaker.
Number 3, Trotting on Cash, Casey Kelly for Roy Burns. They share ownership. This is an Uncle Peter filly from the Don't You Forget It mare, Crystal Clear Cash. First lifetime start after a qualifier with a break at Scioto on June 29th.
Ken Holiday up on the 4. Royal Time, Dalton Walls trains. Bruce Walls and Gina Bowman do own. This is an in-range filly out of Pure Royalty and RC Royalty mare. 3 lifetime starts, 2 wins, and a 3rd place finish. So we're rounding out already to be a pretty well-rounded filly. Last ago, she was 3rd at Scioto, but before then, she was 2 wins in a row, was a winner at Paulding, and I think this is the filly, would be the filly that equaled the track record, the divisional track record there at Paulding. That time that mile in 2:06, was a winner at Paulding, and again mentioned she was a 3rd place finisher at Scioto, but so far so good. Timed her mile there in 2 minutes, 3/5, final quarter, 29-2.
Nice.
Originally a $7,700 purchase from the Blooded Horse Sale.
The 5 is Money Missing. Jason Beatty for Tyler Tinch. Chris McGuire out of Franklin, Ohio, owns this ready for money filly from the Long Tom mare, Miss Cowboy Star. This one has had 2 starts and 2 third-place finishes. First start was Circleville, finished in a nice 3rd-place finish last quarter, 29-3. Then raced up at Ottawa, broke at the start, got back on stride, parked out the middle of half, broke again at the 3/4 pole, and still finished 3rd in 2:12-3.
We are moving in behind the gate for race number 9. Finishing out this field is going to be horse 6, leaving from the 2nd tier. Roy Wilson for Roy Wilson, who also owns this Team 6 filly, Busy. 1 lifetime start, and that was at Circleville again, June 21st. 5th at distance, made a break outside of the gate, but came back that next week to qualify. Fortunately, drew the 8-hole and she got around the track, but that's what a qualifier is for, right? Did time her mile in 2:04-1, final quarter 29-4 there.
Horses are in the final turn and have reached the starting gate for this afternoon's 9th race. Again, these are 2-year-old filly trotters. Nice purse of $5,106. Let's go upstairs to Jeremy Moore for the call of the 9th.
second with Royal Time. Halftime 101, 3/5. They're doing some track for these 2-year-old fillies. Going to clubhouse turn, trotting on Cash. Still with the lead. Popping it up now is Royal Time. Third, trying to close in as we go coach. Fourth, Money Missing. Fifth, Busy. And then, just give me some money, trails the field. 3/4 pole, Royal Time coming right back at her. 3/4, 134, 1/5. Into the final turn, Tribal Cash had the lead. Royal Time gets by her this time. Royal Time and Kenny Holiday take to the front. Opens up now from trotting on Cash. Said third still, we go coach. Fourth, give me some money. Coming down to the wire, Royal Time and Kenny Holiday take the ninth. Second, Trotnell Cash up for third, we go coach.
I can't understand him. I didn't get any of the times.
Final mile time 2:03 and 3/5, and that was all Royal Time. Now, well, still undefeated at the fairs, technically.
Yeah.
4 seasonal starts, 3 wins, all at the Ohio County Fairs. This in-range filly seems to be a nice one. Ken Holiday racks up another
win.
Driving win.
Another
Dalton Walls
win.
gets his first training win of the evening.
Kenny tried a couple of times during the course of the race before finally taking the lead to get to the front.
Casey wasn't going to give it up.
Casey was not giving it
She
up.
was not giving
No,
it up.
she was not. She raced really good and held on for a solid second place finish. But Kenny's horse is just a little bit too much. That's a nice filly out of in range. RC Royalty mare, Pure Royalty, went off as the 2-5 favorite this afternoon's 9th race.
So it didn't get her for a bad price at all. As I mentioned when I first did the introduction, they paid $7,700 for her out of the Blooded Horse sale. We'll see who makes their way over to grab her in the winner's circle. Dalton, I'm sure, is still watching online. He's at Scioto tonight. I think he's got a filly going in the Buckeye.
What happened to the golf cart for these
I don't
guys?
know. We had one, and we have the last 3 races. Have we had a golf cart? I'm not sure.
4 happy winners running across the track, coming towards the non-winner circle for a photo. Bless you, Chris. Good.
Was that who that was?
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. I know my left ear almost blew out.
All right, here comes Kenny back into the winner's circle. We returned 280. Did you make any money on her? Did you bet her?
Let's see. Yeah, I did. That's $4.90, $5.90, $6.90, $7.30. Made $1.30. His third win?
Third lifetime win out of 4 starts now for Royal
Yeah,
Time.
third today.
Win, yeah.
Trophy sponsored by Conrad Photography. See Brad down there in the winner's circles for all your photography needs. Who's also official for the night. The 1, give me some money for. The 2, we go coach. 3, drive on
We didn't
Cash.
have speaker issues yesterday.
Royal Time, your winner. 5, Money Missing. 5, 6, Busy. 6. Top down 432, 156. 30 and 4 to the quarter, 101 and 3 to the half. 134 and 1 3/4, time the mile. 203, 3/5. 10th race coming up, 3rd division of the 2-year-old Basic Fillies. Need 5 of you. Driver's change on the 2. Charlie Conrad, she's a O. 3, Florentine Silk, Devin Miller drives. Conrad on the 2, Miller on the 3.
I got good news for you.
Good news?
Yep.
What's the good news?
We're halfway.
Yeah, probably should have been halfway a little bit ago, but that's all right. It counts. It counts. They are. Jeremy's starting to call them to the track a little bit quicker.
Yeah, he
so
is.
we're
yes,
gonna
he is. Hopefully pick up the pace here
let's
a
say
little
because
bit.
there's quite a bit of shade actually going on in that final turn, isn't there? Which is based on the trees.
Yeah,
We'll see how dark it gets when the sun continues to go down.
Yep.
Turning the page, race number 10 of 18 coming up next. Third division of 2-year-old filly Pacers. A full gate this time, 5. We are looking forward. Jeremy just gave you a couple of the driver's changes coming up, but we will talk more about these girls in just a moment. Let's take a second and thank our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred Mixsale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
We are back.
We are back.
I do have one comment, Chris. Not getting audio from caller of race, our announcer. I'm not sure. That was just one comment. So we'll just, well, I just logged back on, so I don't unfortunately have timestamps for that comment. Yesterday, we didn't have any kind of audio issues, but naturally.
He's gargly today. Yeah, there you go.
you bring the bad luck and the everything else, right? You could bring a cool breeze back for us, but.
Right here, man.
Michael came more prepared today.
I got ice. You could put whatever. No.
Why are you so weird?
Yeah, I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer that.
All right, race 10 up next. Just a couple of changes. Charlie Conrad now to drive the 2, and Devin Miller picks up another drive here this afternoon. She's going to be on the 3.
Let's get her another win.
Who sponsors this race? Southern
Southern
not
Ohio
one I can talk
Air.
about. Not one I can talk about. I see Wilmington College Equine Program is going to sponsor a race later on. Maybe I can yap about that one. I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but we'll bring her back around as we're waiting horses to make their way onto the track. Wilmington has a huge equine presence here. Well, actually, the college has grown, yes, but just the county in general. It has a very heavy equine. It's very equine heavy. We do have a couple trainers that train year-round out of right here of the county fairgrounds here in Clinton County, Wilmington. But right down the road, I think just south of town, is home to the World Equestrian Center.
Yes.
That is a premier jumping facility. They also will hold some quarter horse shows, occasionally circuit shows throughout the year. I think they still hold the Tough Enough to Wear Pink show that is held, I think, in September. Breast cancer awareness is what that benefits, that show in particular. But they are very high dollar, very high end jumpers. A lot of warm bloods brought in from overseas to compete. They do multiple circuits. They've got winter circuits, summer circuits, all of the things. And so there's constantly something going down the World Equestrian Center. So I'm sure you could Google their website or take a look at their Facebook page if you're interested in seeing some of those premier jumpers. They spend a lot of money on their horses.
Yes, they do.
But their opens are actually pretty equivalent to what we do. About $30,000 is what the open level-ish will go for every single weekend. But even if you're near Wilmington for something else and there isn't a show going on, it's an open facility and it's beautiful. It is truly state-of-the-art. There's a restaurant there. There's a spa there. There are shops, you name it. It's a very cool facility, and it's owned by a local family, the Roberts family here in Wilmington. They also, probably about maybe COVID, right before COVID, they opened the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, Florida. horse capital of the world.
They being
The Roberts family.
Oh, is that
Yep, the Roberts
really?
family. They own Roberts Trucking. Maybe you've seen those on the road.
I have seen those on the road.
Yeah, so they've got.
But that Ocala facility is like.
Oh, it is.
Oh boy.
It's
yes,
insane.
it is.
There's a lot more outdoor space in the one here at Wilmington. It is beautiful. And if anybody has the time while we're waiting for horses to step on to the track, Google it. The World Equestrian Center there in Florida is you can't describe it.
No.
I haven't been able. I think it was maybe my senior year or so of college is when they opened that one. So it would have been 2019-ish when they opened the Florida World Equestrian Center, WEC.
Rave reviews.
Oh, it's
rave reviews since the day that it opened.
I wanted to go down and see it, but I just have, for obvious reasons,
You're busy.
don't get to go down in the
Busy.
summertime.
Getting
but
married and traveling around the world and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you've been busy. You've been busy.
I do have a world travel planned. I'm going to Guatemala in November.
Really?
Right after the Breeders' Crown. Yep.
What's going on down there?
I'm going to go hike a volcano with a couple girls.
Really?
Yeah.
So cool.
Really.
That's great.
So I leave, I think it's maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks after the Breeders' Crown. Had to make sure to work my way around that one.
Yeah, of course.
But if I don't have a vacation planned, I don't have a reason to live. I've noticed that I tend to work a little bit better when I have something to pay for on the boat.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's funny.
I have a couple horses out here on the track for race 10. We're still looking for, I think, 3 more.
I have been down to Central America on a number of occasions.
Have you?
I used to, a company that I worked for many, many years in the lingerie business. We had our factories in Costa Rica. And the geography down there, between the mountains and the beaches and the rainforests and the volcanoes and the monkeys and everything, it's just a different world. Different world.
I agree.
Jack had no interest in going?
You know, he doesn't. He travels a lot. He actually just got back. I picked him up from the airport this morning, just got back from Washington, D.C. He travels a lot for work. He loves to travel if we get the chance to, but we tend to do a lot of domestic travel. Actually, next week is his 30th birthday.
Oh, cool.
And I'm headed to Washington. We're going to spend a couple days out there.
The state of Washington?
The state of Washington. Yeah,
Very
sorry.
nice.
I guess
No,
state
okay.
of Washington. I'm a national park person, so it's on my list to hit all of the national parks.
Awesome.
And we're going to knock 2 more off the list in just a couple of weeks. But he just got back from Washington, D.C. for work. He's technically the Department of Defense, works for the Air Force. Been doing that pretty much since right out of college, so he's probably six or 7 years in. He loves it. His dad retired Air Force.
Oh, really?
So that was his connection.
Okay.
Connection there. And he actually works with the countries of South Korea and Greece.
Wow.
So once a year he gets to go in country there.
Oh, how cool is that?
And then once a year, actually they're planning something for, I think, August, September. I think they're either going to go to Seattle or Fort Worth. So how it flips is once a year the Americans go in country to the places that they help their programs, and then the Koreans, the Greeks will come over here once a year as well for big meetings and stuff. So you talk about people that I think I'm well-traveled, well-versed in the world.
So. I think so. Are you doing the what's the horse event that you have attended down in Lexington?
No, actually we did not. We skipped that one this year just based on schedules and everything. That is Briar Fest that you're referring to. That just finished up last weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's a great event. If you don't know what Briar horses are, that's another thing to Google. How do you describe Briars? They are
small.
Collectible items, actually.
Yes.
Some of them go for thousands upon thousands of dollars. They're ceramic. Are they ceramic?
Ceramic, I think, yeah.
I grew up playing with them, Briar horses.
And they have the biggest eyes of any doll horse, right?
Correct.
Nice. Way to go, Chris.
There are lots of Standardbreds that are Briar horses.
Briar horses. Jeremy Moore with Post Parade.
Drivers change to Devin Miller. Horses going right to the gate. Wager now.
There was your post parade for race 10, third division of freshman filly pacers, $3,894 on From the Rail. Bobby Joe Brewer trains. Jason Beatty will get the call. Rose Run Cherish. This is a dancing Yankee filly out of a Badlands Hanover mare. One lifetime start, and that was at Ottawa, but unfortunately made a break behind the gate. Did end up coming back on to pace the rest of the mile in 2:05 and 2. Had a very nice qualifier, though, the first time out on June 15th at Scioto Downs in 1:59 and 4. Originally a $30,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected Sale.
Number 2, help me out here.
Number 2,
What do you
she's
think?
a O. I think she's a O.
Is it just O?
We're going to see.
Or is it O-E?
O-E? Really? We've been on this for too long. I don't know.
Steve Carter trains Charlie Conrad in the bike for the summa cum laude filly from the Ponder mare, Keen Allure. Did a qualifier at Scioto on the 6th, 8th post position, and stayed 8th all the way around the track. Did come home in an impressive 28 and 2. First lifetime start today.
Devin Miller now up on the 3, Florentine Silk for Mark Winters. This is a Western Terror filly. This is not a stud that we see all the time anymore at all. Of a well-said mare, the lady said.
That may have been, it wasn't Huntsville. I think it was Western Terror. Yeah, it was close to 20 years old maybe.
You got to be getting up there. There's not a ton of them. I sometimes get Western Terror and Western Vintage, though. I get those too.
Them a little shuffled. Yeah.
Anyway, Florentine Silk leaving out of the 3-hole. We have one lifetime start to go off of, and that was also at Ottawa. Stayed flat the whole mile, finished 4th, back by quite a few lengths, though, 22 lengths, but win her mile in 2:04 and 1. Final quarter, 31 and 2. This is a homebred for Harry Howitz.
Kenny Holliday back with another Luther summa cum laude filly out of the Dragon Again mare, Sapphire Flames. This one is Exploded Flames, has had 2 starts. Last time out at Ottawa at the fair, an impressive 29 and 3 final quarter for a second place finish in 2:04 and 4/5. Previous to that, a 4th place finish at Circleville and a qualifier at Scioto last quarter, 29 and 3.
And the 4 to 5 heavy favorite here, our 5-horse Time is a Thief. Isn't that name ring true quite a bit, too? Jeff Nysonger trains and drives this black summa cum laude filly out of I Kill Time, a Western Ideal mare. I always mispronounce their last name, and my apologies, but I think I'm going to get it right. Owned by Myron and Sharon Kester of Sydney, Ohio, not too far north of where I live there in Tip City, but 3 lifetime starts, 2 wins, and 1 second place finish, coming off of a win at Marion, wire to wire, despite leaving from the 6-hole, the trailing position there at Marion. But won her mile in 2:06 and 1. We do have a qualifier also to base off of at Scioto Downs. She timed a mile in 1:58 and 2, almost $4,000 already made for Time is a Thief.
And she is the 4 to 5 favorite. Let's go up to Jeremy Moore for the call this afternoon's 10th race.
Here they go. 3's off the gate. They're off in pacing. Exploded Flames from the middle of the track goes the lead from the far outside. Time is a Thief. He's going to want the front end. She's a O. Gets split 3rd. Break from 1. Rose Run Cherish. And Florentine Silk trails the field. To head down to the quarter pole, it's going to be Time is a Thief on the front end. Nysheimer's going to call the shots here. He's opened up by 3. Exploded Flames sitting 2nd. 3rd is She's a O. Set 4th, Florentine Silk. And back pacing, Rose Run Cherish. They go to the quarter in 29, 2/5. Time is a Thief. Still on the front end by 3. Here comes Charlie Conrad. She's at O. He's not content to sit very long. He's going to go right after the leader. Set 3rd, Exploded Flames. 4th, Florentine Silk tried to catch the pack. And still pacing is Rose Run Cherish. It's a half-mile marker. Time is a Thief. Gets them there in 1 minute, 3/5. Popping it up now is She's at O. Gap of 2, back to Exploded Flames. Gap of 3, back to Florentine Silk. And far back is Rose Run Cherish. Coming out of the clubhouse turn, head down to the 3/4 pole. It's still Time is a Thief. Nysonger's had every call with the summa cum laude filly. It's a 3/4 pole. She's at O. She's right up on his helmet. Gap of 2, back to Exploded Flames, trying to get back into it. 3/4, 1,
minutes flat.
Flat.
Easy, easy, easy. Time is a thief. Another one for Jeff Nysonger, both training and driving. This one, if I get out my sheet, we'll see how many we reckon up here today. Jeff, that is his triple on the card, his 5th win now of the meet as a driver. As a trainer, that's his 2nd of the evening, 3rd of the meet. What is this?
Cold water.
I'm nervous.
Take a spray. It feels good. Yeah, I know.
It helps if you can catch it. That's why I moved up here to get a little breeze in. Everything helps.
So everybody, the crowd that is still remaining here in the grandstands are in the very top 2 rows, getting whatever kind of relief from the sun they can get. I guess I did. Wilmington, as much as I said that I've spent 4 years of my life here in college, this is only the 2nd time I've ever been to the fair. I worked it last year.
Yes.
I don't remember it being this miserable, but
I think it rained.
It did, because they had to do both. They had to do both cards in one day.
Right.
Yeah,
Rained last year.
I do remember
The
that.
last 2 years, it rained
Has
on
it?
the first day.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and they canceled.
Winner of the 10th race, number 5. Time is a thief. 2-year-old summa cum laude affiliated by the Western Ideal Mare.
Oh, man. This is brutal.
Sharon Keister of Sydney, Ohio.
Brutal.
Jeff Nysonger trained. Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. 3rd win out of 4 starts this year.
Go up one more.
It's not going to help, unfortunately.
New lifetime mark. 2 minutes flat.
Oh, it's off my face.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Thanks, Clayton.
Cherish 5. The 2, she's a O 2. 3, Florentine Silk 4. The 4, Exploding Flames 3. And the 5, Time is a Thief, your winner. Check top down 5, 2, 4, 3.
Man.
29 to the quarter, 1 minute 3 to the half. 1:30 to 2, 3/4 time final. 2 minutes. 10th race blanket donated by Southern Ohio Air. For exemplary customer service meets.
Air.
Your trusted Clinton County HVAC experts. We specialize in a wide array of services, including HVAC repair, maintenance.
We're sponsoring the next race.
Water heater services, duct cleaning, and indoor air quality.
Oh.
I'd like to thank Southern Ohio Air for their blanket trophy sponsorship. Left race coming up. 3rd division of the 3-year-old trot fillies. We got 5 of you. Drivers change on the 1, Charlie Conrad. Flip over to your 12th race. We got a driver's change on the 4, Delightful Catch, Charlie Conrad. Drivers change on the 5, Little Biscuits, Randy Tharps. Conrad on the 4, Tharps on the 5, and the 12.
I did not follow that enough to know what changes were where.
I'm-
Anyway, we'll get at them eventually.
Yes, we will.
Did you place any bets on that race? Return $360 to win.
I did place a bet on that race.
All
and
right, so
I
it might have
picked
made a little.
I picked the wrong horse.
Who did you pick in
I picked
there?
a rail. It broke.
I'm surprised that you were you trying to go for
Yeah,
a power
I think
play
I missed
there,
it.
trying
No,
to make
I
a
think
little.
I think I missed how good that horse was.
That's
that
all
won the
right. That
race.
happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right. Turn the page. Race 11 coming up. 3rd division of sophomore filly trotters. $3,562. A field of 5. So a full gate is going to go for. Hopefully, maybe you paid better attention than I did. I think the only change we've got coming up in race 11 is the rail horse, Lady Lena, now driven by Charlie Conrad.
Yep, that's it.
So there we go. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Yeehaw. We're back. We're back. Race 11. They have called them out. I'm going to
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.